and we're going to talk all things going live. This is my 4 o'clock where we go live with ease and confidence. And as you all know, we are talking all things live. So let me know if you have any questions. I appreciate you all joining me. Let me know if you have any questions, friends. So we are going live right now. We're going to get some of our friends in the room. We're going to get to talking and chatting in just a few minutes. So I appreciate you all coming in. And I am using a mic for the first time in a while. So we're going to see how this mic goes for actually TikTok. It's not on going to be on for YouTube because I'm using the audio from here. I just got a call that came in and knocked it out. So I'm happy I caught that at the beginning. So now I can go live and hopefully it does not interfere with anything going on with my live stream. So hopefully all is well, friends, and we can get going. Let me know if you have any questions. If you are new to my live, feel free to come in, ask questions. I usually will go live for about 90 minutes. We'll see how long it goes. And we talk all things live streaming from a TikTok perspective. I always want to make sure I'm answering questions for you all to make sure that you're getting support with your live journey. And so let me know if you have any questions. We're going to talk about live streaming. I'll talk a little bit about the Scale Live rewards. That's how you get monetized on TikTok. I'm going to also talk a little bit about maybe someone asked about shop earlier. So we'll see if the question and conversations go towards a shop conversation. So we'll do that. As you guys already know, with the way this live stream is done, I co-stream on TikTok so that I'm also sharing information with viewers, helping you go live, but also this is a playlist so you can go back and watch it. So what I tell people to do in terms of house rules, make sure that you are coming in, engaging. I want you to give the live a thumbs up. I want you also to make sure that you are commenting. And then if you have not subscribed to the channel, click that subscriber button and also click the bell so you know when I go live and I post content. Okay? So you can also get as much support and information as possible as you're engaging in the live stream. Thank you all who are here. Make sure you give it a like, give the live a like so we know you are here, friends. And then also make sure you are commenting and engaging as well, okay? So hopefully everybody's doing well. Happy Monday. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. I'm going to go over on the TikTok side. I'm sitting here chatting for a little bit with you all. Thank you for liking the live. Thank you so much for commenting. I see you, friend. Hello, how are you? Thank you for commenting. And then we're going to go on to TikTok in just a few minutes. Okay? All right, friends. In the meantime, if you are new, go ahead and say you're new as well. Thank you, everybody who's here. I'm Dr. Lisa. We're talking all things live streaming. I'm going to get started in just a few minutes to go onto the TikTok side. Let me know if you have any questions. We're going to talk all things. Thank you, Jackson. How are you? You said new. You said, I'm listening. You know, I normally don't get feedback, so I appreciate you chiming in, friend. Thank you for sharing that you're new, first of all. And then let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to answer questions. And if you haven't, click that thumbs up to say that you like the live, as well as click the subscriber button to say so that you can subscribe to the channel and the bell to get notification when I go live and post content. So 2 things I'm doing new today. I always do, well, let me take that back. One thing I always do is that I'm going to be on the TikTok side. So I co-stream over there. I share information so that you guys can see in real time what it's like to go live. I'm wearing a mic on the TikTok side as well. So we'll see if this is something that is going to work. So we're testing some stuff out. And then I am also, you know, I tell you guys all the time, I'm going to make this a playlist. You can go back and engage, ask questions. Ask questions at the volume pretty high up there. Ask questions and then comment in the chat if you have any questions you need to know about live streaming. So that's what we talk about. TikTok is different from YouTube, as we all know. Both platforms, different formats, different ways of engaging when it comes to the live stream experience. So here, very standard, very basic. TikTok, multifaceted, a lot going on. I can see the viewers, I can engage with the viewers on TikTok. Here I cannot unless you make yourself known. So that's totally fine, and that's fine if you're someone who just want to share your information. You're not looking for community, you're not looking to build in that way. But if you are looking for a more multifaceted, dynamic way of live streaming, then you will want to get onto TikTok. If you're looking for monetization at a faster rate, you will want to get on TikTok as well. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. And so all of that is what we talk about here. And then in the context of live streaming. Okay. So I answer questions. I make sure that I am supporting you guys. Okay. So we're going to get started in just a few moments. Thank you all for being here. Again, give the the live a like. Hey friend, give the like a like. Give the live a like. Thank you so much. Make sure you comment something kind, something focused on going live. And then we talk all things live streaming here. So make sure you're also, thank you so much, friend. Make sure that you are also thinking about ways that you can engage. I say you have to be 18 years and older to go live on both YouTube and TikTok, of age for this channel as well. So we can have a conversation that's more mature in nature, and we can stay focused on what does it mean to be a live streamer. Things that people typically ask me, you ask if I'm from Florida or where I'm from. I'm from Florida. I'm married, happily married. Thank you for the compliments about my hair, my face, lipstick, all the things. I appreciate it. But we're professional. We stay focused. We're talking about live streaming. All right, friends. So I'm going to jump over to TikTok. We'll get to chatting over there. This will be we'll see, maybe 90-minute live stream. We're going to get to talking and chatting. Let's see. If I flip my camera. Okay, I did that on purpose so I can get a little bit. Hello, friends. My moderator is Idea Barista. She may pop in at some point, but that is totally fine if she's not able to make it today. But just know that you're going to like the live comment. I do see comments. We're going to test out this mic to see if it works over there. I'm going to talk about some things to do with live streaming. Thank you all for being here. TikTok, welcome, welcome. It is Dr. Lisa. We're talking all things live streaming. Come in. We're talking about live streaming on TikTok. I'm helping people go live with confidence and ease. If you are new to going live, come in. This live is for people who are new, who are trying to figure out their beginner journey of how to be a live host. If you are trying to go live and connect with your target audience, we talk about live streaming tips. Hello, Q. Talk about live streaming tips. We're talking about live streaming for new and experienced live hosts. I want to make sure that you're not nervous or afraid or shy. Hello. And I want you to go live with confidence and ease. Q, I'm using my microphone today. Let me know. Can you hear it, friend? Let me know. Is it on? I don't see the green dot. Let me know. Can you hear is my mic normal or did it get elevated? Let me know. What do you think? I don't see the green dot. It was showing a second ago. I can. Sounds good. Oh, nice. Does it sound better? Is it no difference? Let me know if it's no difference. I put it here and I was trying to make it so that it didn't have a lot of movement. I don't want a scratchy mic. But let me know if you can hear it for the live stream. I'm giving live streaming tips. So we're working through the microphone, but let me know if you can hear me. I want to make sure we have strong audio. This is and this feedback that I got from Q was like, hey, just start using a mic as well. So I'm trying my best to upgrade it a little bit. Your project pretty well normally, but I can tell the difference. Okay, you project pretty normally. Okay, gotcha. But you can tell the difference. Okay, thank you. Well, if it ever gets staticky or scratchy, let me know. We're talking about how to live stream. I want to make sure you guys, oh, I can hear you. Is that like, ooh, I can hear you well. So let me know if it's too loud, if it's too extra. Sometimes my voice goes up and down. And so I'm trying to do some other things to make sure my sound quality is good. I tell you guys all the time, the lighting, the sound for your live stream, you gotta make sure those things are good. No, not extra at all. Okay, nice. So yes, so I'm using a mic today. I just so happened I put the scarf on. It really wasn't with the intent of the live stream. It was more for fashion. so so when I did it, I was like, oh, well, when I clicked it in, I was like, okay, this works out perfectly. Hey, Susan. Susan, how are you, friend? Thank you all for being here. Thank you for coming in. So, yeah, we're going to try with the mic. I'll try to be a little bit more intentional about plugging up the mic, using the mic. You know, it's a step. I know Coach Rhonda, hello, friend. Coach Rhonda talked about it the other day. She was saying how her extra step when it came to connecting on a podcast. So it's something else you got to remember. Todd, how are you? Good morning. Monday blessings. Thank you so much, friend. My middle name is Extra, though. I like extra. Extra means you care. You know what? Thank you for the rose. Okay, I received that. You know what? You know what? I appreciate that, Holly Q, because hey, Black Lotus, my daughter calls me extra too, and then I used to call my mama extra. So I felt that when you said that, it's like you care. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I agree with you, friend. That's what extra is. I remember like, Mama, you so extra. And now my daughter calls me extra, but I don't think I'm extra. But that's okay. I must be a little extra. Hey Elle, how are you, friends? Everybody coming in. Okay, good afternoon, friend. We're going to talk about live streaming tips. I have my little board up. We're talking about live streaming TikTok. We are talking to people who are needing to learn how to live stream, whether they're new, beginners, or even experienced live hosts that are looking for tips and strategies. So this live is all about live streaming tips, live streaming TikTok, live host. Okay, extra special, extraordinary, extra amazing. It's a compliment over here. I love it. I love it. Hey pals, how you doing, friend? Thank you so much for coming on in. So, if you guys don't mind sharing out the live, tapping the screen, we're gonna get some extra folks in the room. We're gonna get some folks in here that look interested in live streaming as well. And you know, I'm still evaluating this whole live streaming. Hey, Cookie and Brownie. Oh, that's a cute name. Say hi in the chat, friend. Okay, I looked up pop ups and Cookie and Brownie's puppy sister spoiled. What does that mean? Let me know. You said shout out to the 92% of the Black women and girl podcasters everywhere. Thank you. You know, I'm on my podcasting journey, friend, because the sound and audio is if I heard you correctly, step number one. Okay. Step number one, you got to get your audio and sound tight. So we're working through this. It may not be used my live stream, but Haliki was basically saying, use my live stream to help with starting that process of taking my recordings, using it later for maybe an audio podcast. I think that's what I heard. So I'm still kind of working through that. I'm not sure if that's what I'm going to do, but again, the audio needed to be improved. So working through what does it mean to have good sound, good mics, all this stuff. Cleopatra, how you doing? Happy Monday, friend. Thank you so much for being here. Others in the room, appreciate you all joining as well. Thank you so much. This conversation earlier today went in a couple different directions. We did have some new friends in the room. You know what was a aha moment? And so let me say this because I don't want y'all to feel like, oh, Doc Nee probably needs to put a pop quiz out there. A aha moment was Nika telling me she didn't know that five followers got you 2%. And I was like, well, wait a minute. I think that's the interpretation I took. I think she was saying she rarely gets it. Uh-oh. Oh no. Yes. I think she was saying she rarely gets it, but I think she didn't realize that it was in the live that you can see that. So let me ask this. You said I'm good. Awesome, awesome. Happy New Year, friend. And so let me ask this, and if you guys don't mind tapping it out, sharing out the live as well, we're gonna if you don't mind reposting, sharing the live to some of our friends and supporting them to get them in the room, that would help. Let me ask this, Elle, this might be a good question for you since you reposted. Do you know where the Scale Live Rewards is located in this live? So you can look at your analytics and see how you are performing against the Scale Live Rewards. Do you know where that's at? I got nothing for TikTok. You got nothing? Okay, friend. You got to go live. I know that's right. Hey, Natty Nat, you just did a pop-up. Nice, nice. Okay, guys, we are talking about going live and doing live streaming. So I appreciate you all coming in. Thank you for the repost. Good afternoon. Hey friend, did you you just did a pop-up, didn't you? Or is that your new time? Let me know. I didn't get a chance to ask I think you were saying you were changing your time. You said, "Oh no, you don't know where it's at." I did. You did do a pop up. Awesome, awesome. Um, okay, so that's good. Laugh out loud. When I go live, I get 000. Yes. So we gotta get you to go live more often. Um, so yes, this was a good time too. Was it? Was it? What time did you go live officially? Because I was popping around. I didn't get a chance to get to you before it was time for me to go live. Um, that midday time, I'm always trying to struggle to get to everybody's live. 3:30. Okay, that was a good time. Oh, that was a good little, a nice little 45 minutes then. Okay, okay, I got you, friend. And you had a lot of engagement. Nice, you did. I see your analytics on the screen still. Okay, it's like wow. Had a lot of people come in. You had followers, a lot of followers, almost 200 new followers. Just saying. So yes, in just that quick of a time, Natty, we gotta talk because we gotta figure out a way you can extend your time. Because you're right. I know it's hard with what you're doing. So with the live stream, TikTok loves you. TikTok loves your live stream. So we want to see how can you, yeah, yeah, just get more engagement. But obviously you're supporting. Yeah, she did. I'm looking at the numbers. She did. She did. Just that quick. Yes, I will schedule a meeting. She said, okay, I will schedule a meeting. Oh, that's right. Y'all got control. Just saying. Y'all got control now. I done gave y'all the keys to the car. Y'all can schedule it yourself. You can schedule a live stream performance conversation. So now y'all can be like, Dr. Lisa, you ain't never get back to me. Dr. Lisa, I'm trying to schedule a meeting with you. A young lady from Houston came out to B-Sound. She asked me to do a reading. Oh, nice, nice. And so I sent the email yesterday in the school, and it's in school. And already two people have scheduled meetings with me. I'm just saying, y'all. So if you want to get a meeting scheduled, go ahead. First come, first serve. See what availabilities that's out there. This week is limited. Next week it actually is more. So you can go in and schedule a live stream performance conversation. How far out is the calendar? I think I got like 3 weeks. I think 21 days. I think that's what I put out there. There's some days that have been blocked off, but yeah, so like 21 days. Which, okay, I'll wait. You'll wait. You'll wait until February. Is that what you're gonna do? Wait until February? Gotcha. That would be good because then you can look at your January numbers. That's true. March. Oh, okay. I'll wait till March. What happened to February? What you waiting on? Like I always know about February. um, so yeah, March is fine, but March is gonna have a little bit more limitations because that trip that's built into March, so it'll be a little bit limited, but you could definitely wait. However you want to do it. Thank you all for coming in. As you guys come in, make sure you are tapping and sharing the live stream. I'm not wondering why my tapper isn't waiting. So I was asking a question, and I don't see her in here yet. I was asking a question if you guys knew for your live stream while you're in your live. How you doing, Jacqueline? Thank you so much. Elle said she didn't know where it was at. Okay. I took away my night lives this month, and I'm making a change for February. So March, I'll see the February data. Okay. 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 That's good. That's good. Um, and you took away. Do you want to? I guess my point is, would you want to see January data in February based on the removal of the nighttime, or is it worth it? Maybe it's not worth it. Um, so when it comes to going live with your live stream, you want to be intentional about the Scale Live Awards, understanding how your live stream. Thank you, Natty Nat. Appreciate your friend. Understanding exactly how your community is helping you with the time you're going live, looking at your engagement for your weekly missions. All of that is here in the live. How you doing, Miguel? Thank you for the day coming in. I'll say for the Daily Harmony, but thank you for coming in, friend. Those who are coming in, I see a few of you about to come in. Thank you for joining the live. Who else knows where this data is? Do y'all look at it? Do y'all ever look at your Scale Live Reward data in real time? Let me know. who actually looks at it. And let me know when I move the mic around. Does that make a noise for you all? Let me know if that is impacting the sound. I'm gonna have to pay attention to this. Like if I had a clip to my shirt, like what would it look like for me to be able to move around and stuff. Um, Anybody, when it comes to your looking at your live analytics, okay, is it in the house? It is in a house. It's another step you have to do. No sound. I try to check the SLR. Okay, regularly. Perfect. Perfect. What is real time? Real time. I'm going to show you guys what it should look like. Okay. Susan, you said no sound, meaning that you don't hear sound or you don't hear static. Let me know what you meant by that. I'm assuming y'all hear me. So maybe you just don't hear any issues with the sound. Maybe that's what you're saying. No issues with the sound. Okay. But if you have no sound, you probably don't hear me asking this. So let me know. Let me know. No, you're okay. No static. All right. Perfect. Perfect. You're like, I can't hear you, girl. No changes when you move around. The sound is consistent. Okay, perfect. All right, y'all. This mic is in my showcase too. If y'all want a microphone, just saying. This mic is doing what it needs to do. Okay, friends. So we're gonna talk about the Scale Live Rewards. We're gonna talk about live streaming. This is where when you are in your live, you are clicking the house. That's where this is located. And then there's a second step once you get into the house. Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go on my other account. We're gonna talk about where to find the Scale Live Rewards for your live stream. Okay, so we'll find that and make sure you guys know where it's located. And then as you guys are coming in, let's see. I'm going to click go live so you can see it. We're going to go here to the live screen. Thank you all who are coming into the live. See you guys. Appreciate you all joining the live. Thank you so much for joining. Let me know if you're new, ask questions. Feel free to ask questions. Let me know if you've gone live as well. So here, we're going to go live. And this is for, I'm going to switch my camera so you guys can see it. Okay. And so as you're here, the real-time analytics, there's the house. So we're going to click the house. And then this is where you can see you got a good connection. You see how long you've been going live. I've been going long 0 minutes. Annie, thank you so much for joining. You see how many views. I got one person viewed on this side. New followers, gifters. So I got 0 followers, 0 gifters. And then it tells you how much you've made. Has that little diamond there that tells you how many diamonds you collected. And this percentage is important. I'm going to talk about that. The percentage per live is pretty much what TikTok says at this time, at this rate. Here's what you're going to earn for this live. The most you can earn is 40%. I'm new. I'm learning though. You're welcome, friend. Thank you for being here. And then this is an estimate on terms of how much you've earned based on your diamonds, based on this percent. Hey, Laviv. So in real time, you have this information. And then it says view details. I check the real time throughout my life. Exactly. You should always be looking at this screen. But then there's this other screen. It says view details. This is the Scale Live Rewards detail screen for your live. Okay? For this live. I'm going to show you in real time. It'll track how you are performing and when you're slated to get to the next monetization option. Okay? So Scale Live Rewards program. So I'm going to click that. A lot of people don't click that. This screen pops up. Okay. Hey, Livy, thank you so much. Yeah, it gives you a whole breakdown. So right now, and again, remember I said I have 2 views, I have no new followers and gifters. And then the time I've gone live is 1 minute now on this account. So what it does is actually tells you for this live, it's telling you in real time for this live how you're performing. Okay. And then you can go over here and click this week. It'll tell you how you're performing based on the week. Now, by this being Monday, this is the first day of the week, according to TikTok. Okay, so this is day 1 of the week. So really, where your numbers, for this live versus this week, if you go live one time on Monday, the numbers might look similar. How you doing, nurse? How you doing, for Nurse Betty? Appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for grabbing that daily heart me. Thank you all for the stickers. If you don't mind tapping and sharing out the live as well, I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Hi everyone. Um, so so right now it's still tracking. I got 0 diamonds. I don't have any people really over in this live. Sunshine Coach, how you doing? Let me know. And so basically it's telling me right now I've only earned 20%. Remember I told you the max is that you can get 40% per live. So I have only moved slightly. By starting a live, I got my first 20%. Let me explain what that means. It's really here. It's based on how long I've gone live. 20%. If you go live less than 5 minutes, 20% is what's happening. You go live over 5 minutes, you get 30%. So what's going to happen when this gets to 5 minutes or 6 minutes? What's going to happen? It's going to slide down to 30%. Okay? That's why I said it tells you in real time how you are performing in your live as you are going live. And so thank you all who are here. Appreciate you coming in. Thank you so much. Make sure you are engaging with the live stream. We'll talk about engagement in a second, but I'm just going over how you can track your performance as you're going live, okay? Bling Boss, thank you for sharing the live and liking the live. I appreciate your friend. Natty, thank you for liking it. So if I go live 10 minutes or more, it's going to say you get 35%. Why does that look hazy? Is it my fault? Let me see. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. Let me wipe my camera a second. Thank you all for being here. I'm going to wipe my camera. I don't know why that look. Doesn't that look hazy? Maybe that's it. Maybe it's okay. That helped a little bit, didn't it? So 35%. And then if you go live 25 minutes or more, you get 38%. 38% for your live stream, okay? The max you can make in a live is 38% based on your time. Why is that the case? Right here. 25 minutes or more gets you 38%. Now you can get 2 additional percentage based on the next metric that they follow. So really quickly, I'm just going to show you. So you can see right here, it says, go live 3 more minutes and you make it to the next milestone. That's pretty much what it's saying. Okay? 3 more minutes will get you to that 30%. Okay? So then the next metric is based on your followers. So there's 2 metrics. Remember, we're at the 20% right now because of the Scale Live rewards. 38% of the gifting and engagement that happen in your live. TikTok takes their cut off the jump. Okay? TikTok's like, we get our cut. Now, what happens is there's this 100% out there. TikTok pretty much gives you a breakdown of how you can earn up to 40%. So right now, all I can get is 20%. So if you guys came in my live and y'all send gifts, all this other stuff, and I was like, oh, I'm in my live after 3 minutes because, you know, I don't know, my son's school called and I had to go get him. I'm going to get 20% of these diamonds. Live, mission, performance, total diamonds. So TikTok's like, that's what you get. Okay? So as a live host, you are paying attention to how your live is performing. I'm doing this because earlier conversation we got into was like a question that was surrounding the time and how does that factor in. And I said, well, your question is really based on the Scale Live rewards because they were trying to understand the percentage breakdown here. Okay, how you doing, Mind Over Kayla? Thank you so much. Appreciate you, Vicky, Miss Vicky. How are you? Coming into life. Hey, friend. Thank you for the day. Phenomenal. Hey, friend. Eugene. Thank you all coming in. Hello, hello, Chantel. Thank you so much for being here as well. You said Sunshine, Coach. You said I came in at the right time. You did, friend. I'm gonna start over. Let me start over real well. Okay, let me slightly start over. Okay. So phenomenal. Happy Monday, friend. So really quickly. So we were talking about the Scale Live reward. Let me start over. Thank you all for the shares. I see you all. Appreciate the support. Getting this live stream out to the other folks. Thank you so much. So I started this live by coming into my account. We were talking about the little house in the corner. You see that house, or you could swipe from left to right. Hold on. Oh, do it. There we go. You can swipe over, or you can click that house. It gets you to your real-time performance. This is helpful. You're welcome, friends. So it gets you to your real-time analytics. And what I said earlier, you can always track your performance. TikTok is transparent, okay? It's telling you what you're going to earn. So really quickly rewind. As you go live as a live host, there is a path towards monetization. Now, it's based on the gifting and engagement that happens in your live stream. How people are engaging with your live, getting your daily heartbeat. That engagement matters. It matters. Okay? You're trying to improve your live stream. You're trying to make sure you are growing your fan club up here. That's what this is considered, the fan club. I'm sorry. My screen is backwards, so got me looking crazy. But you are trying to improve your live stream based on people who are coming to your live. So you're always monitoring that. You are also monitoring how many new followers you get and how many minutes you've gone live. Okay? And so what I was sharing is that this is the real-time performance. When I swiped or clicked that house, it takes me to the screen. It tells me how long I've been live. I've been live 8 minutes. I got my first payout last week. Look at you. Congratulations. Appreciate you sharing that. Look at you, friend. And you've been going consistent too. I love that. So in the mornings, she's the sunshine coach. I love it. Um, and so when everything's said and done, you can see how many views came in, how many new followers. I got 0 new followers at this point. How many gifts I got? I've got nothing, y'all. And then that equates here to this midsection. And this is where we're going to kind of look at what's going on here. Thank you. You're welcome. It tells you how much you have earned for the live. It tells you now your percentage. Y'all can see in real time. What was that when we first started this? When we first started this, it was 20%. Now we've earned 30%. We've earned 30% because we've gone over 5 minutes. Okay? It was 20 at first, now it's 30 because we've gone over 5 minutes. So that number is now increased. And so based on the engagement that would happen in this live, people can come over there, send their daily heart me, if they want to send some roses, whatever the case may be. Those diamonds, you'll see the diamonds increase. You'll see the monetization. It'll be some pennies, but it'll increase as well. And then this speaks to the estimated weekly missions because today is Monday. You're moving on up, yes. because today is Monday, we're on the first day of the TikTok week. Okay? So that's why this number is going to pretty much be a percentage that it's going to be represented of at most up to 13%. That's what you're going to see what this number is. New gallery. Hey, yes. The and Monday, to your point, new gallery, the gift gallery resets on Monday. That's what happened. So you'll see the gift gallery is, if you're looking in my profile picture, it'll say B4 gift gallery. People who click the gift gallery are people who are trying to be, to a certain extent, remembered. They're getting the title of the title gifter. And you'll see people, not every gift people can offer. You know, the coins get a little bit high, but then people will take over somebody else's position. So there's always some level of competition there where people will say, you know what, I want to be the title gifter for roses, or I want to be title gifter for, the hat and mustache, or whatever the case may be. And they use that as a way to cement themselves in someone's life for that week. So that's why you see people doing the gift gallery resetting throughout the week, or Mondays in particular, Mondays and Tuesdays. People do a lot of that. So, okay, let's go here. So, it's already changed to 35% because we went over 11 minutes. So we're going to talk about that. Let's see. So now, the most you can make, what did I tell you? The most you can make for every live is 40%. TikTok takes the rest. Okay? They take their cut. And then with their cut, this is the whole agency conversation. With their cut, they use their cut to pay agencies to support live hosts. So that's a whole different conversation about the agency. I'm going to talk about that later. If you're interested, I am an agency. So I'll talk about that as well. Elevated Eats, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for that daily heart me. So I'll talk about that if you're curious about it. But in the meantime, we're just talking about your live and what you get. You said, I'm new from FUF. I love that. FY. F. I was like, thank you so much, FIF. like, I was so used to saying FYP. I was like, FYF. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all. We're talking about live streaming, what you see right now. Hey, friend, how you doing, Crunchy and Crafty? Thank you so much for being here. If you're new to my live, put new in the chat, just like our friend just did. What I'm talking about right now is live streaming. I talk about live streaming tips. I give you guidance to make sure your live stream is successful as you're thinking about engagement. Thank you so much, Bling Boss. I appreciate you coming in too, friend. You've been engaging, putting comments in and connecting. Your bio says mom, educator, entrepreneur, reaching for the stars, being a model for my boys, enjoying my life to get blinged and blessed in the boutique. Oh, look at you, friend. Thank you so much, Chantel. How are you as well? Hi, Chantel here. Soon to be TikTok Shop affiliate. Mom for 9 kids and grandkids, living life. I love it. Soon to be a live host. There you are, friend. Congratulations coming on in. Hey, chickens and bullies. How you doing, friend? Everybody coming in. I see you. I appreciate you all joining the live. Thank you so much. Elevate East. Your bio says Black Cat Lady. Works in TV. Wisconsin to Cali. I think that's what you're saying. Okay, love cars, pop-up, wrote book, 100 healthy smoothie recipes that don't taste like grass. Look at you, friend. I love that. Thank you so much. Hello, hello. Thank you. You're welcome, friends. I appreciate you all coming in. So thank you. Feel free to put something in the chat. Commenting, engagement matters. Okay? We say it all the time when you come into this live in particular, when you come to anybody's live, you just entered a relationship. You are in a relationship. You are saying that I want to be engaged, an engaged viewer. I want to support. So commenting, connecting with other folks. Also using the stickers. I tell people all the time there's a sticker for that. If y'all want to drop the sticker, this ain't TV. Okay? So when you come to someone's live stream, you are not watching television. And it's just not watching me. You're tapping the screen. You're liking the live. Okay, that's the proper term because that's the hearts up here where you see 27.4K. That's you liking what you're hearing, and TikTok likes that as well, and they want to make sure that engagement is happening. So thank you all for sharing those stickers. I appreciate you. Consistency and engagement. Absolutely, and sharing is caring. So yeah, you definitely want to share the live out as well. Hello, friend. How you doing? Thank you for that daily art me, Uncle Shane. Thank you so much for being here. And so the other thing is commenting is important too because you can share the stickers out, but it also keeps the chat moving. So TikTok sees you guys as engaged viewers. You're commenting, you're sharing, and you are liking. Okay. Thank you all for being here. So really quickly, back to the Scale Live Rewards. And so as you're here, you'll see each live, there's this live. For every live, you can make up to 40%. And then there's this weekly mission. We're going to go to this side in a second so you guys can see what that looks like. But I told you Mondays is our start, our reset day. So Monday's performance is going to show up here under weekly missions based on those particular metrics that you have to follow. Thank you all for coming in. I see you guys. I appreciate the shares, the likes, and the comments. And so each live you can earn. So right now we're at the 35% mark. Remember, it's based on how long you've been going live. We've been going live here for 16 minutes. So it's telling us live duration matters. How long you go live is what you are measured by, and ultimately how that measurement, how you doing, Michelle? How this measurement, this metric will support your payout, your rewards that you receive. Okay, that's the monetization. So TikTok now has us checked off at 35%. I'm not sure why it's being fuzzy. 35% there. Okay, I tell you guys earlier, the question came up earlier saying, oh, how long should I go live? And I said, well, the answer to that is based on the Scale Live Rewards. And if I were you, I would make sure I go live at least 25 minutes because you get the max of time duration of 38%. So anytime you go live, your max, or I mean your minimum, in my opinion, would be a minimum of 25 minutes. And I actually tell you to do 30 just to be on the safe side. Okay. So just to be on the safe side, do 30. But that's what you're basing it on. That's my approach to this. Like if I'm gonna go live, I don't care if I'm just doing a battle. I'm gonna start that live early enough, and then I'm gonna do the battle, and I'm gonna stay long enough that I at least get 25 minutes in. And I, like I said, I probably will do 30 just to be on the safe side. Lakevion, thank you so much. Does that make sense? Let me know. Put a yes in the chat if I need to repeat that. Let me know if I went too fast with why that is the case. Because if you're in this room and you ask Dr. Lisa, how long should I do my live? What's the answer? Put the answer in the chat. Can you repeat? All right, I'll repeat. How you doing, friend? So, what's the answer? Author of emotional, messy love stories, Romance Lodge Rebellion. I love it. Books, movie, and TV. Thank you so much for being here. 20 to 35 minutes. 20 to 30 minutes. 30 minutes. There we go. We're going to say 30 minutes up in here. but a minimum is 25. Yes. Okay, so we got that. So let me repeat that. How did I get here? 25 to 30 minutes. 30 minutes is, as a round up to at least 25 or for your 38%, not your 2%, because we haven't talked about the 2% yet. Okay, I got it. I got it. Yes. So what do I do? Okay, so what do you get from the 30-minute money? Or, well, first of all, you need to get engagement in your room first. So that's the first thing. So first of all, you got to go long enough to get whatever engagement you got. In this example here, your girl got zero engagement. Your girl don't have much going on. There's zero diamonds, zero engagement. So I've been going live for the 17 minutes. Ain't nothing happened in this room. Okay. So nothing has happened. So then there's a conversation about, how do I get engagement? How do I get people to engage? How do I get people to do what they need to do to support my live? How do I do that, Doc? That's the next question. Because you want to make sure you get that engagement in your live. You want to make sure people are doing what they need to do to support your live. And so let me talk about the Scale Live Rewards, and we're going to talk about engagement. Okay. So I always want to make sure people who are here, especially my newbies, I told you this ain't TV. So there's things you should be doing as a viewer to support the live stream. People sending stickers, people tapping the screen, people sharing and reposting the live. Exactly. We talked about the gift gallery. We talked about the live goal. We're going to talk about some of those other things. We're going to talk about the daily heart me to become a fan club member. So you got to have coins in your account. There's free engagement, all the things we do in here. And there is the engagement that you have to have some coins in your account. And so again, thank you, friend Lakevi. I appreciate that. Appreciate the support. And so that matters. All that engagement matters. So you got to be intentional about, okay, what am I looking to get from this experience? And then in turn, how do you want to support others in their journey as well? Okay, so we'll talk about that. But let me start over, because we got to this page because this is the real-time performance. So some of you just came into my live. We are talking about Scale Live Rewards. I want to make sure you get it. This is my backup page. This is my shop page. And so this is Dr. Lisa's shop finds. And so you guys see me real time on the screen. This account got the flash go. TikTok, where'd my flash go? I didn't get my flash go. TikTok, send me my flash go. Send me the flash go, TikTok. I have not seen it. Did I miss it? I don't think I missed it. I don't think so. It's interesting. Did I miss it? Because it said reset. I wonder if I missed it. I hope I didn't, but we're just gonna go with it. We're gonna pretend like I didn't miss it. And so with this account here, all I did was click this little house. This is where your analytics is located. You can click the house, or you can swipe from right to left. Okay, swipe on the screen or click that house. You should, let me repeat myself. Who in the room is a live host? Okay, put it in the chat. We're gonna get some chatting comments in here. Who is a live host? Who goes live? Who has gone live? I want to see people who've gone live. Now, if you are a live host, okay, live. Thank you so much. Me. Yes, I'm a live host. There we go. Me. If you are not looking at your real-time performance throughout your live, you're doing yourself a disservice. Okay, I'm gonna tell you that right now. You are doing yourself a disservice. If this is something that Doc has just taught you, then moving forward, you're going to click this every time you go live, okay? Live host here Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Pacific time. Awesome. It's so, and you guys can put your live time and information in the chat too, so others can engage and see that as well. Thank you so much for sharing that, Uncle Shane. How are you, friend? Oh, it says you're an actor. Tell Dad's Jokes, aka Uncle Jokes. Live host 4 p.m. Pacific time, Monday through Friday. Recovering from my oh my gosh, 6 hip surgeries. Black Cat Dad. What's up with the black cats, y'all? Don't go to nibbles. Nibbling. Is that what it is? Thank you so much for being here. Um, I have my analytics pulled up on my laptop while I'm live on my phone. There we go. And so, Scale Live Rewards is what we're talking about here. It's here. Black Cards, Cats are the best. Y'all, we have a cat. It's a black cat as well. I pause because it's not really my cat, but I pause because I said we, because it does live in my house. It's my son's cat. He might hear this too. He might come on my live, but it's his cat. So we have a black cat too. Now, I'm not a cat person, but the cat came with him because he's finishing up his last year of college, and my husband told him to move back so we don't pay the bills for his apartment. So he came with the cat, or the cat came with him. So we do have a black cat. Come to think of it, now that when you said that, I was like, Lord, I got a black cat too. Oh my gosh. And my daughter has a tabby cat, so she doesn't have a black cat. So yes, I'm a cat mom, I guess. I guess. I gotta fly now. Thank you. You're so welcome. I have a cat. Well, my husband has a cat. Thank you. I was like, I ain't my cat. Thanks for doing. Thank you so much, Alex. Okay, so really quickly, y'all have been so patient with me. We're at 24 minutes now. What's gonna happen at 25 minutes? What's gonna happen? Y'all put in the chat. What is that percentage gonna be? You said I have a tuxedo cat. Put it in the chat. What number are we gonna see in less than a minute? Anybody? Anybody? Live rewards percentage will go up to what? What number? Nope, not 40. Not 40. It's about to happen. 38. Yeah. 38. That's the number. Y'all said 5, 45, 32. Y'all get it together. The number should change to what? What did it change to? Time changed to 25 minutes. What did that change to? 38. Okay, well, you said I came in late to the party. Hello. How like you talking about 6'7"? 38. So it just changed to 38. It changes in real time. Okay? So we're going to look at the Scale Live Rewards. We'll look at that screen again. Now, let me say this. Oh, I got one gifter. Thank you, one gifter friend. Oh, it gave me 10 diamonds. I missed the gift. What did I get? Let me see. Hello, friend. Hello. Oh, I got finger hearts. Thank you. Is this L? This is your backup account. Who is this? L, this is your backup account. Look at you, friend. Thank you so much. I was like, is this LL? Thank you, friend. She said, hey, thank you, Cornelia. Thank you. I appreciate that. She gave me some finger hearts. So now I got numbers, y'all. I got some metrics to work with. So I got one gifter. I don't have any new followers. I'm just saying, I don't have any new followers. L, are we friends on here with your other account? Maybe you might be my one new follower. Let me know. But with that being said, 38%. If I end this live now, 26 minutes, 38%, I'm going to get 3 cents. And it's based off 30%, 38% of what I've earned for this live. Okay. TikTok gets the 72 cents. Is that the right math, y'all? I think so. So just know that that's how it works. Okay. Thank you so much. I was already following you. You were? Okay. Thank you though. I appreciate you. Hello, good morning. How you doing, Troya? Thank you so much for coming back, friend. I'm thinking about going live tonight. Nice. Just shared this live with my backup. Laugh out loud. Thank you so much. Happy Monday, y'all. I'm new here. Hey, Lynn, how are you? Thank you so much for being here. Your bio says positive vibes. I love that, friend. Thank you for that daily heart me. And so we're talking about what does it mean for a live host to look at your metrics, okay, as you're going live. The way you look at how you're performing in your live stream is based on the scale live rewards. And so I tell everybody this real time performance, you need to be looking at this. You need to look at the time you've gone live, you need to know how many views you've gotten, how many gifts, how many new followers. Now we're going to talk about this new followers because that's important. Okay. So when it comes to the Scale Live rewards, my friend Nika Grace is not in here because she's the one that sparked this conversation a little bit because she was like, Doc, what's that 2% you talk about with the new followers, 5 new followers? What does that mean? Some variation of that. That was my takeaway. She didn't actually say it that way. So, but she didn't realize that that was part of the Scale Live reward. So let me explain that. So as you're here, you're seeing the diamonds, you're seeing how much you earn, 38%. This is for weekly missions. And then it says view details. These are details you want to pay attention to. Thank you for the follow, Lakivia. You're so sweet. Appreciate your friend. When it comes to this account, it's now this live stream. You're looking at the performance of this live. So this live now has 10 diamonds. Now we've made 3 cents. And now we've gone live. We hit the max of 38% based on duration, the live duration. So if you look now, it kind of gave you the different metrics, the 20%, the 30%, now you're 35%, and now you hit the max of 38%. And it's based on going 25 minutes or longer to get that 38%. So it shows you in real time how you are performing and what you need to do to get to the next metric, the next milestone rather. Then, okay, so the missions here, that's what they call these missions. So the mission was your duration of time. We've gone over 25 minutes. So we hit the max for duration. The next thing we need to do is hit the max for followers for us to get that extra 2%. Remember the 38 of duration time and the 2% is how we get the 40% per live, how we get that 40%. So if you are in your live, and let me be very clear. So my newbies in the room. How are you seeing these metrics on another phone while you're in your live? I'm sorry, this is not this live's performance. This is not this live performance. Okay? This is my backup account. This is my shop page. I went live on my shop page on another phone. So this is not this live's performance. Okay? That's clear. Let me know if I lost you there. Yeah, so I'm on a different device, different account, going live. That's what's happening right now. And so, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate your friend. Thank you so much for coming into the live. So the one is seeing the camera. Yes, this here is a different device, different account. So yeah, I'm on. See my picture up there? This is a different account from up here. This is my shop page. Let me click it for you guys. If you guys want to follow me over here, you can. This is my shop page. Okay. You're like, what sorcery is she doing? Like, what in the world? It's like, how is she doing that? Yes, Fred. Yes. I'm magic. No, I get it, Fred. So you guys are seeing real time this other account's performance. And so yes. So now we're over here. Did you come over here to see me, Unc? I think you just did. Did you join my live? You did. Hello, friend. You see my desk. Hold on. Let me see if I can flip my screen around. You're seeing my desk and my analytics. You're seeing everything. He's like, okay, let me say hi. Hello, friend. So yes, my friend tried out the AI background game today. Did you really? Was it fun? You had a good time? So yes, hello, friend. So if you follow me over here, you'll be part of my analytics. So let's if you don't mind following, I'll show what it looks like to get a new follower. Okay. So let me flip let's go here. Thank you so much. Thank you for the rose too. I appreciate it. Okay, so let's do this. Well, you know what? Okay, so um, and I don't know. I think you guys. So you go here. Let's see. I want you guys to be able to see me. Let's see. Okay, so here. All right, friends. Thank you so much. So what I told you to do is you're going to click the house. Thank you all who are coming here. We're talking about live streaming. So let me know if you have any questions. So we got 2 gifters. Oh, it still doesn't show 1 follower. TikTok be nice. And so 17 views. And so we look at the analytics. We're at 38%. We got 12 diamonds we've earned. And we're going to click this view details. So now we're going to go down. So we've made 4 cents on this live. Okay. So we made 4 cents. And so now we're here. Um, we're going to see where TikTok tells us, and very, very clearly right now, we have no new followers. So if we get 1 new follower, we're going to get 1%. That 1% plus the 38 will put us at 39%. If you get 3 or more new followers, you get 1.5%, 1.5%. That's going to give us that 49.5%. Okay, and then if we get 5 new followers for this particular live, we will get 2%. Okay, so that's how that works. That 2% plus the 38 will give you your 40. Okay, that's how you can look in real time. Weird, I followed there to help you see, but it didn't show up. It didn't. I don't know. I think TikTok sometimes is messy. Um, yeah, I'm not sure. Did you follow me in the live? Or did you go to my page, click follow first? That's different because that's counted as content follows. Live follows need to happen in the actual live. Yeah, yes, I followed in the live. Okay, I don't know. I don't know what TikTok is doing. TikTok is messy. It is. Because I know, obviously I see agency data and my numbers will show different for me sometimes. And I'm looking at my analytics here in the live and it'll show up on the agency screen totally, totally differently. So I'm not sure why. Okay, TikTok just gave me the flash goal. It is the I love you so much. That is the the little circle heart. It is a 1 coin gift. I just got the flash goal, guys. If you want to support the flash goal, I need 17 gifters. It's one I love you so much, 1 coin per person. So only one. You don't need to send multiples. Just need to send one, but it's one per person. That's a flash goal. The flash goal, I tell people the flash goal is important because it allows the algorithm to see activity in your room. And so they typically will come randomly throughout your live stream, but you want your viewers to engage. And so that's their way of seeing how people are engaging in your live, how they're supporting the live. And so you want that engagement. And the flash goal is something TikTok picks randomly. And so you never know what you're going to end up getting. Hey, bless, thank you for being here. You never know what you're going to get. And the problem with that is sometimes they will send you a curveball, which is the Heart Me. This fan club gift here, the Heart Me, you only can send 1 Heart Me for that person one time in throughout the day. So because I go live twice a day, 10 a.m., 4 p.m. How you doing, MJ? So because I do that twice a day, people who gave it in the morning time and then maybe they came back, they can't give it again. Or if you gave it earlier in this live, then you can't give it again. So it's a shady way to see how your room is operating, but it really is something you want to get in the habit of doing because it does help with your viewership. When you go live 2 times a day, does it total your live times? Um, for for the day of going live, each live, remember with the scale live rewards, each live is its own individual performance. So that's first and foremost. However, it does help. That's a whole different conversation. It helps based on your league because that performance throughout the day, whether it's twice a day, 3 times a day, or whenever you go live, it's helping you move up in league. If you got engagement, that happens in your live. If you don't have engagement, then it ain't all that helpful. It's just time. But if you have engagement, meaning gifting and people come to your live, then that is in fact helpful. It's helping you with your league. Anybody else? Tell me if there's something else that you would say that it helps with. Helps with the algorithm getting to know you. Some of that is like tangible type ways of the algorithm getting used to you. So I talk about live streaming tips. I'm talking about how to go live. And so you want that engagement so that TikTok knows that, okay, you're showing up. And so again, it's practicing, it's helping you get better. You're showing up, you're getting that consistency. So going live twice a day is going to help you in terms of your performance. However, it is if there's not much engagement happening, then again, from a metrics perspective, it's not doing as much. In all fairness, um, anybody else? Who else? What do you guys say? How you doing, Shay Wally? um, what would you say to that? Like Leanne, Pals. Who else is in the room? My live host that's been doing this for a minute. What would y'all say? Sultry Nana to going twice a day. There's some of you like Leanne. She was going twice a day. There's some of you who do it. Sultry Nana, you go a couple times a day. She goes whenever she wants to. Jenny, thank you so much for the follow. I see you guys. Thank you all for the engagement and following. We do have the flash goal going on. It's the I love you so much. There's 7 of them that's needed. I appreciate you all supporting. Faith Forward, thank you so much for flying in, friend. And so let me know if there's any questions. So this has been kind of a long conversation surrounding the Scale Live Rewards, but I want you guys to know when it comes to live streaming, this is important to look at your metrics. It's important for your monetization. It's important to understand your growth strategy. Like, how are you growing? How are you performing? So you want to look at your Scale Live Rewards as often as possible throughout your live stream. Thank you so much, Crunchy and Crafty, for the follow. Thank you for that daily heart me as well. And so it's important for you to look at this. So per live, the follow came. It was just delayed, maybe. Okay, Unc. I don't know if you're still in here. Thank you for that daily heart me. So maybe it's delayed. So guess what now? We got the one follow. Let me refresh the screen. So let's see what happens. We got the one follow. We got 5 cents because we now have that one check mark. I followed you. You follow me. Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Did you follow me over here on this page? Nice. So now it shows that check mark. Okay. So now we can see, and we got the little 1% that's showing us there, and it tells us get two more followers to move up to that 1.5. Okay. Both pages. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you for being here. And let's see. You said the backup account for Crunchy. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate you, friend. So yeah, so that is basically allowing you to see in real time how you're performing. And then this last message is saying that you are good, pretty much in good standing. You don't have any issues going on with your feed. There's no issues in terms of restrictions or violations or anything like that. You are good. Okay. So that's what it's saying. So what's going to happen here? We've earned 5 cents so far for this live. We are at 39. See that 39 there? Let me see. Why is it not showing y'all clearly? 39. So we need 1 more percent. We will get that 1% if we had a total of 5 followers to get that total of 2%. Okay? So that's how it works per live. Every single live. Thank you, Miss K Latte. That is what you're measuring. Now, really quickly, y'all, as y'all can tell, it ain't always easy to get those new follows in your live stream, okay? You're welcome. Thank you so much, friend. In your live stream, it's not easy because if you're a new, just followed over there. Oh, did you really? Okay, I'm gonna take a look. It hasn't updated yet. TikTok, be nice. There's some shadiness going on. Hey, Coach Chantel, I see you, friend. TikTok is not picking up the analytics correctly. You said nope. So that you said nope. That those followers. It is not easy. How you doing, Tina B? I think I saw you come in. Others coming into the room. I appreciate you all. Thank you with the I love you so much, pals. I appreciate you, friend. We are almost there. We are almost there. We need 3 more. I love you so much from 3 different people. 3 different people who have not sent it already. You got 7 more minutes. Yes, I do. Thank you for that daily heart me. Appreciate you, friend. 2 more. Okay, look at y'all. Silver Fox, I appreciate you all. You guys are so sweet. Thank you so much. We did it. Thank you, Tiff. Thank you for that support, friends. Thank you, everybody who supported that flash code. TikTok will test you all, y'all. So this is a test, and we passed it. Okay, we passed it with flying colors. That is a test. You got 15 minutes to do that. Thank you for the follow as well. You got 15 minutes to do that in your live stream. So it is one of those things where as you have your community, thank you, Leanne, for the daily heart me. As you have your community, you're gonna, essentially you're gonna see if you all can work together to get those goals met. But I'm gonna go back to the follow because that's the thing about it. You build a community and you go live one day, you may or may not see those new connections for that next live or new people coming to your life. You may have the returning people, which is great. We're going to talk about this in a second. You're going to want your returners. You want those people to come back daily. You do. But you don't necessarily get new people to come in each time. Okay? There's some things you can do to kind of help promote visibility and help promote get more engagement and views, and your engagement matters, and other lives and other content that you're engaging in that brings more visibility. Your ability, how you doing, the original? Your ability, thank you for that daily heart me. Your ability to go and post content to bring in new visibility to your page, all that matters. All that is all interconnected. It's all connected. Do you post and let people know that you're going live at a certain time every day? Yes, absolutely. Now, have I done it every day? No. I've done it every day in January. And we had this conversation with one of the ladies in our agency. Her name is Flourish Plants. You definitely want to connect with her. I don't think Flourish is here right now. She was at the 10 o'clock. So I don't think we have her in a room now. She's tested something. And I like what she's been testing out. She came back and shared what she's been testing. And I've been trying it. So we're going to see. The jury's still out, but I have seen a little bit of a bump in how my room is being viewed, how things are performing. Still evaluating. I'm still evaluating. But she's been testing something, and she's seen a tremendous bump in her room. What she's doing is she'll post a video. She posted one video, and she's reposting and sharing that video on her stories every day before she goes live. Thank you so much, Silver Fox. Appreciate you, friend. And so because she's been testing this for her live stream, we've, as a community, have been kind of seeing what does that look like. And so here's the deal. You said that was cute. It was. It was. Here's the deal. As you go live, the algorithm is learning you. It's learning who you are and what you're about. You need to post content. You got to post content. But you want to also make sure when you go live, you're clearly stating what your live is about. You're using the words that matter to your live stream. So I talk about, you heard me just say live about 10 times just then, because it understands that I'm talking about live streaming tips. I'm talking about going live. I'm talking about being a live host. I'm talking about the things that matter to beginners and intermediate and experienced live hosts so that they can grow and monetize. So you want to make sure that the algorithm understands and hears that. And so I've always told you, you got to talk about your live in the beginning. The beginning matters, but you also want to make sure that you understand who your audience is, because that matters too. Do you think agencies are a good thing? Well, look, you know I'm an agency. So yes, I'm gonna say they're a good thing. But no, let me answer that differently. Um, you gotta be discerning about what you're looking for in an agency and what you need from an agency. That's number one. Number two, if you're not going live and don't plan on going live, you don't need an agency, because the goal is that you go live. TikTok, I say it all the time. TikTok. It wants you to go live. It wants you in the app. It wants you to be here. It wants you to engage. So that's important. So you don't need an agency if you don't plan on doing this. That's what I'm saying. And then the other thing I'll say is that you don't know what you don't know. Hey Gina, thank you so much for coming in. You don't know what you don't know. This app is very dynamic. It is not like the others. I'm on the YT right now, and there's a difference in terms of how people engage, how people connect, how the ability to see the viewers in your room. All of it is different, and so there's always new stuff here. There's new campaigns, new initiatives, other things you got to know when it comes to the community guidelines. It's just so complex that you need support. That I would say. No, you need to pick the right support, but you need support. Yeah. So that's my 2 cents about it. Um, if you have a shop for creator, do you need a special agency? TikTok Shop Partners program is for the TikTok Shop side. Is that what you're saying? That's for the affiliate program. If you're trying to do TikTok Shop, there are agencies. That's the TikTok Shop Partners program, and so there are agencies over there. However, many of those agencies kind of you should not be a true beginner. Like you don't know how to do a shoppable video or shoppable live. You need to know some basics because what they do is help you almost like intermediate level and above. So you got to know the basics, in my opinion. What if you go live and no one joins the room? That happens in the beginning, Leanne. That's another Leanne. How are you, Leanne? Southern, seasoned, and sassy lip sense. Oh, okay. You're a sense person. I think the sensory product line stuff. I can't remember. Maybe I'm saying the wrong thing. Um, that happens in the beginning. There is crickets. There is crickets in the beginning. So you get that. So yeah. Um, when you get trolls in your life, and so what just happened, I don't know if you guys caught that. The message looked like it was a real message. I didn't even read the message. I've been doing this too long to know what's real and fake. But it looked like it might have been a real notification message. Those are fake. If anything comes in your chat like that, I mean, you might want to just take a quick look. So sometimes I think the shop stuff might come in your chat, but for the most part, if anything comes in your chat like that, it looks like a chat that's kind of scrolled a message. That's not real. That's not real because TikTok does not communicate in your chat like that. They will communicate here on your screen if something's wrong. Okay, so just know you said fake. Yes. So you saw where I just quietly muted, blocked. I didn't report it, but I should have reported it. But yeah, so just know that those are not real. People get duped all the time by that. So you just got to be careful because people will come to your live and try to troll you. And so just be careful. Next thing you know, you're shutting the live down and you didn't need to. Okay. Thank you for the follow, Soul. I appreciate you. But yeah, Leanne, that happens when it comes to going live. How you doing, Lisa? That happens all the time in the beginning. You are building, friend. Okay, so in the essentially you are trying to grow your community, and because of that, you want to make sure that you stay consistent and that you are clearly stating what your live stream is about. And I tell you guys all the time, know who is your target audience. Okay? Because if you're trying to just go live and ultimately you're talking to any and everybody, people are gonna swipe. They're gonna say, okay, she's not talking about, this is not relevant to me. This live isn't important to me because I'm not the target audience. So you got to be clear about who you're talking to. So for me, I talk to people who are interested in live streaming tips. I'm talking to people who want to go live. I'm talking to people who are nervous, afraid, shy, scared to go live, trying to figure all this stuff out. I'm talking to my experienced people to say, hey, how are you looking at your analytics? What are things that you can do to improve your live stream? I'm talking to people who are trying to figure out some of the basics about what does all this stuff mean and how to do this, how to get up, what's the fan club, how to leverage the fan club. So there's always something here you could, for me, I can share with people who are interested in the live streaming process. So if you have Shop for Creators and you can see a regular agency or not, confused, sorry. If you have TikTok Shop for Creator, which is the affiliate program, and you want to join a creator network agency, which is what I have, you can join a creator network agency. However, my agency and others are not necessarily focused on TikTok Shop. there is a separate program for TikTok Shop, and it would be probably in your best interest to explore some of those programs if you're looking strictly for TikTok Shop guidance. Because agencies that are creator network agencies, we don't see that data, we don't see any of that analytics. Those other agencies do, they do. And so I would tell you to explore your options if that's what you're truly looking for. Thank you. You're welcome. Diana, thank you so much, friend. Appreciate you coming in. Yeah, those agencies, they have analytics. Like we have what's called a backstage system. They have the ability to see your live manager analytics for how your sales are performing, how you're performing. Okay, from a TikTok shop sales perspective, specifically for the shoppable lives. So they can see that data too. Um, but regular creator network agencies cannot. Okay, so that's a different program, a different initiative. And what I was saying is that they typically want people, thank you for the follow, friend. They typically want people who are a little bit more knowledgeable and experienced when it comes to shop, understanding maybe some of the things like the basics of how do you pin a product in a shop? How do you make sure that you are removing the pin product or turning it off or not getting a static image because you have the panels up. So they kind of expect you to know that stuff, and then they can help you with strategies and some other things to improve. But you got to know the basics. Okay, no one has ever explained that, the difference. Oh, okay, yeah, it's a difference. It's a difference. Two different programs. Yeah. Give me a second. If you stay with me, I'll show you the shop side. I was going to talk about shop a little bit. So if you stay with me, I'll show some. Is my mic still doing okay, y'all? Let me know. I appreciate it. You're welcome. Um, Let me know if you guys are hearing any feedback, any shaking. I'm moving and stuff, and I totally forgot I had the mic on. So this is my first time. You said yes, as in yes, good? Sounds good? Okay. Loud and clear. Thank you. Hear you fine. Thank you so much, friends. Should I do a live academy since should I do live academy since I'm new? Yes. Same, clear and consistent. Thank you, friend. Um, yes, you should do Live Academy. Any new person going live, there is a Live Academy where it has videos and some other like a nice little progression of you kind of understanding different ways to go live. And so there's like these short little videos you can watch. So yes, you should always do Live Academy. Uh-oh. TikTok got mad at me. It said I had a static image. Because I had my phone backwards. It was like, ma'am. Sorry, y'all. Hold on. Let me flip my camera. She was like, what are you doing? I was like, what is going on over here? Static image. I just gotta buy, let's see if it's still, is it restricting my views? I think that was a warning. Okay. Okay. It was just telling me to show my face. Grand day to you and everybody. Thank you so much. Let me do this. Let me finish my talk on Scale Live Rewards. Let me close this out so I can finish the talk. So what we talked about, so if you make mistakes in my live, they could shut you down. Shut me. Yeah, yeah. You got to stay within the community guidelines. So what I was doing was showing my desk, and it was a dark screen. And TikTok was like, what is going on here? So it gave me a warning about how my live was going to be restricted to the feed because of static image. It was a static image violation that I guess I was warned about. so so yeah, so I'm showing my face. Hello, the one and only. How you doing, friend? Thank you so much for joining. So let me do this. Let me take us back to the Scale Live Rewards. That's what we're talking about. I am going to flip my camera so you guys can see. And then we're going to go right here. This is my other account, my other page. Okay, see, show views. I'm showing up view discovery. So they don't have me getting a warning yet, but we have 14 diamonds. We got 39%. We've done 56 minutes. And so with the Scale Live Rewards, there's two things that are happening here. Okay, it says TikTok. Oh, and get me that static image warning, even when it's on my face. Are you doing TikTok shop? Do you have that shopping cart on? Let me know what's happening. Let me know if the shopping cart is on when you do that. Unc, Shane, let me know if that's the case. So look here. We talked about per live. I broke down the per live. We talked about duration and we talked about followers. Okay. So those two things are going on this week. This week represents the weekly mission. So TikTok says each week you can earn an additional 13%. So you get 40%, and then there's that 13%. So the total you can earn is up to 53%. I say up to because this 13% is not realistic to get all 13%. If you are a beginner, you are end up getting about 12, maybe 12 and a half. Okay. And so I'm going to show you where that comes from. But you'll never get 13% as a rookie, as a beginner live host. I haven't got 13% either. So I'm going to show you where that comes from. Okay? So $14 is what we earned so far. TikTok basically says, hey, how many days you go live also factor in, and there's some other things in here. So it says go live one more day this week and be eligible for 6% more rewards. So go live valid days. Uh-oh, they gave me a puzzle. Hey, this is a puzzle piece. I want to show you guys this. So when you say, oh, I got a puzzle piece, this is what it looks like. You guys are seeing this in real time. Ah, okay, wait a minute. My finger was covering it. You just got to slide it over. So my finger, I was like, oh, what's going on? Okay, so you guys are seeing this in real time, okay? So that was a puzzle piece. TikTok will do that if they don't sense activity in the room. So I'm going live, I'm talking, the room isn't rooming, people aren't active. Hello, Lisa, how you doing, friend? Welcome to the live. We're talking about Scale Live rewards. Hello, all. I always tell people you got to pay attention to your analytics. So that's what we're doing today. This is a quick lesson. Thank you so much for that, Daily Heart Me, on the Scale Live rewards. So what's happening here? Weekly mission. So how many days you go live is going to get you 6% for one day. So today I've gone live. Today's Monday. On this other account, I'm going to get 6%. Once I end this live, it'll show that I got 6%. If I go 2 or more days, I'll get 8%. So if I come back tomorrow, it'll show me that I did the 6%, but then it'll have a little line for me to get the 8% for another day. Okay? The other thing that it does is talks about the leagues. The league is here. If you guys see in the corner, as you're growing, you are performing better in your live stream. I'm gonna have to talk about leagues. I'm gonna give a quick rundown of leagues. I don't want to go into too deep. 6% of what? 6% of the rewards, the money you earn for your live stream. Remember, TikTok, you monetize based on the gifting that you get from your live, gifting and engagement. Engagement meaning that this daily heart me, that type of stuff. So gifting and engagement that happens into your live. So essentially TikTok takes a percentage of that. Per live, the most you can make is 40%. And remember, in this example here, we've only made 39% for this live. We would need more followers. We only got one that's showing up here now in the analytics. Don't know why, but they're only showing one of the people so far. So those the time, how long you go live, and how many new followers you get is based on how you fare per live. Okay, thank you so much, those coming into the live. I see you, friend. Thank you so much for coming through. So Trinana, back up. You said I better go do the Live Academy. I have lots to learn. Yes. However, you learn by doing also. I'm just gonna say that. I don't, I always tell people sometimes we kind of overthink this process, and I don't want you to overthink it, because there's the notion that analysis becomes paralysis, or over analysis becomes paralysis. So you're taking in so much information that you don't take action. So I don't want you to sit back and say, oh my gosh, all this stuff and all that I need to know. I want you to take action. And so if your live is not based on something that's too controversial or too detailed and intricate, then you should be fine. Me, I'm talking to y'all. There's the thing I had to pay attention to. I had to make sure I did that puzzle. So when that puzzle popped up, I needed to make sure I did that correctly, because TikTok's like, hey, what you doing here? We need to make sure your face is shown, that you are being active. So all that was part of it. So TikTok didn't like the way I was operating a second ago. So that's important, that you know your actions matter, or your inactions matter as well. So that's one thing. But I'm not talking about a topic that is sensitive in nature, or adult conversation or anything like that, or trauma or anything. We're talking about going live. We're talking about live streaming. So again, it's based on what's happening in your life. Where do you find the Live Academy? I'll show you in a second. When I'm in the live, I'll show you. Okay. I tend to do that over analyze. Yeah. So I have no no motivation. No. So when it comes to the next thing is leagues, I'm just gonna run through this really quickly, because everybody starts somewhere in TikTok. Everybody starts at D5 when you're a live host. The gallery, if you look at my photo up here really quickly, it says B4, and there's a gift gallery associated with that. That B4 represents how I've grown in my TikTok journey. Okay? How people have come in, they supported the live, they gifted. Thank you for the roses, friend. And so all of that is being factored in. Okay? And so I've grown, and let me be clear, you might go up and down, and it in that gallery and that performance is based on your community, how people are engaging, how they're coming back, how they're supporting, how they're gifting. All of that is factored in. Okay. um and so each day you are tracking your performance. So somebody asked me, do you recommend going live daily? If you are going to pay attention to this league, you got to go live daily. Now, if you are just getting started in doing this for the first time, don't pay attention to this league. First of all, it really doesn't apply to a new person because you got to build your community. In order for you to do well on a daily basis, there have to be people coming to your live, engaging your live, connecting your live, gifting, doing all the things. So if you don't have that, then this is not a metric you're going to pay attention to. And if you're here, you'll see some performance in terms of how you increase in your league, based on the gifting. You might improve and you might jump leagues. It's easy to kind of climb up in the beginning, the D league, but once you get to the C league, once you get to the B league, it's very challenging. And then the A league is literally your top creators on the app, and they work hard for their time and effort. And so just know it's a commitment at that point. Okay. So thank you, Lisa. I see you. 100 days, friends. Thank you for that 100-day sticker. I see you, friend. Um, so I'm gonna skip this league section just so that y'all know you are measured as you move up in your league. There is a bonus you can get. Okay, that's what you need to know about that. The other thing I want to talk about is the content engagement. It says it very clearly. I want you guys to understand your content engagement is measured by your active fans. That's these people. Okay? If this says follow, if this says join, then you're not a fan club member. Clear as day. If this says follow or if this says the word join, you're not a fan club member. And you do need 1 coin to become a fan club member. And that is how you become active. And so if you don't have a badge next to your name that says Lisa, hello, thank you so much. If it doesn't say Lisa, then again, you're not an active fan club member. Thank you so much. Hello, friend. Thank you for the Daily Heart Me. And so just know that that's how that's measured. Follow, you mean to follow a person. Join means that you need to send the coin to get the Daily Heart Me. I'm going to talk about that in a second because that engagement matters, and this whole conversation was based on engagement. You said, I got my Lisa. Thank you so much, Kim Love Jones. Appreciate your friend. And so basically what it tells you is that you get 10 active fan club members, you get 1%. If you have 100 or under 100, with 100 and 100 and more, you get 1.5%. And in 2,000 and more, you get 2%. So remember I told you some of these metrics ain't for the average person. The average person ain't getting 2,000 2,000 fan club members. We don't have that. That's for those A-leaguers, those high influencers. They have that. So just know that some of that is not achievable, okay? But other things could happen for you with this 3%. This is each week, okay? Let me know if that made sense. Let me know if you have any questions about that. I'm going to clear out. I'm going to end this live because thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all joining. Thank you so much for your support. It was people that was in my room. It was a few people. Thank you all for coming over and doing support for that. So I'm going to talk about what happens when you're in your live. Made so much sense. You're welcome. Are you able to give us an idea that somebody with a couple of years experience, what they can make? Um, Leanne, what do you mean by that? Somebody with a couple years experience as a live host, or it depends on your topic, it depends on what you're doing, depends on how you're growing. There are plenty of people on this app that go live on occasion that really aren't growing. Oh, thank you for that. The fireworks title gifter. Appreciate you, friend. Let me put my phone down. Thank you for that. For the fireworks. As a live host, depends on your room. I mean, in all fairness, I've been going live for I just hit my 1 year anniversary here. So thank you. Look at you, level 37. Appreciate that, Kim. Look at you. I'm gonna put a sticker up. Let's see. Um, so it again, it depends on how they're doing it. Everybody is different. And so I think that's hard to speak to because it's not even 2 years. I think the notion that time and growth and consistency will get you at a certain point is not necessarily the case. Um, because it depends on how they run their room, what they're doing in their room, what they're saying, what they're sharing, how people are engaging, how people are gifting. All of that is based on your views and your room and engagement for your room. I mean, there are people who make, obviously millions as live hosts and as content creators. There's people who do really well, when it comes to engagement on this app. One thing when it comes to being in an agency, let me just say this. TikTok says you cannot join an agency if you make $5,000 a month or more over the last 5 months. TikTok won't let you join the agency. You've made too much money. There are plenty of people who make too much money. Okay, there are people who make it easily $5,000 a month, each and every month, um, doing their content creation. And again, when I say depends, it depends. You said okay. When it depends, I mean, you have people who are artists and musicians, and they're coming in and they're performing, and they're getting all types of support from their viewers. People are in their live stream. If you go, they usually have the TikTok Live USA channel live stream. You got special people coming there. The gifts are flying and gifts are gifted. And it's all, yeah, it just depends. I think that's just a hard question. There are people who make money doing this, do really well. It just depends on what you're offering. Yeah. So let me know if that helps. I don't know if that helps, but again, I said you can't join an agency if you're making $5,000 a month or more. And like I said, there's plenty of people doing that. Yeah. Um, if that moving around a little bit. Okay, so when I ended the live, I just want to point something out. Is there more money in the live stream or TikTok shop? I hate to say that, it depends too. I mean, TikTok shop is hard. Is it realistic to post 50 videos per day? I don't I don't think so. 50 videos a day? You're posting a video like what, every 5-10 minutes over the course of a 24-hour clock? Maybe. Maybe. I wouldn't do that though. I don't know. I wouldn't do that. You said you're too cute. Thank you so much. But let me say, when it comes to shop is hard. Shop is. I mean, they make it sound like, oh, I made all this money in my GMV. Here's how much I sold. It does take time. It does take time with the right product, with with a strategy where you're posting a lot of content. So it's Cat's World. Yeah. If you had a strategy where you're posting, like, there are people who do shoppable videos, they're posting like 15, 20 videos of the same products and different, or maybe a mixture of products. Yeah, you got that volume out there. But I heard that they kind of cut down on that a little bit. I'm not over on the shop side as much. So I heard that that doesn't necessarily have the same impact that it used to have. I don't know. But yeah, that was a strategy where it was all about the volume, and you had all this volume out there about a product, and you just kind of made sure that you were hopefully offering enough volume so that one of those videos went viral and did well. So there's that notion too. So, but shop does require for you to kind of stay dialed in. It is a grind. Um, Shop Live, I think it's more money to be made in Shop Live than the content side. But again, there's people who prefer content versus the live stream. So I think live, as you can tell, you come live, people engage with you, they get to know, like, and trust you. They feel like, oh, this is the person I want to buy from. This is the person who showed me this product, or I saw it on them. I love the way it looked. You figure I'm showing this microphone. Y'all see it in real time. It is in my showcase if you want a microphone. But my point is, you get to feel the product, you get to see it and experience it, and then you can decide if you want to purchase it. You know what I'm saying? So just know that Shop Live does fare well if you're looking to earn. And then you can send people to your video. Say, hey, go to my video. I have it posted there. Go to my showcase. So it just requires for you to be intentional about how you do it. Live is a different type of grind. Again, it just depends on what you're doing. The Go Live campaign pays 10 cents, $10 per video. That's true. I don't. It depends on the campaign though. I don't think it's $10 per video. I don't know, but no. I thought it was like $1 per click. It depends. Um, but yeah, that's a campaign they have out there where you got to make sure you show. Is your showcase up? Yeah, yeah. Right, right. Okay. Yeah, my showcase is up for 1,000 clicks. Yeah. Thank you, Leanne. I think you corrected even 1,000 clicks, and you get the $10 for every 1,000 clicks. So yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. On the content side is peanuts. I'm just going to say you have these different campaigns, which is great, and you should be involved in both the live campaigns and the content campaigns. But again, it's always competitive, so you got to be ready for the grind. Um, when Lisa, if you click my showcase, let me check. Is it in there? Oh, I can't see it right now. It should be in there. I need to go back and check because let me show you what it looks like. I'm just gonna hold it up real quick. It should be in there. Only reason why I took some products out when they sold out doing the when they were selling out products during the holiday season. So that's why I said I need to check and see if it should be in there, but it may not be. But it's this product. That's what it is. This is the microphone. It's just the one and this one device. And they do have the one where you can get two microphones. I just got the single microphone. So it's that one. But I need to see if it's still in there because I feel like I might have taken that one out. No, I don't have it panned in the live. Mm-mm. No, you would have to go to my showcase and get it. I didn't turn my shopping cart on. I need the cordless tapper. So do you have that? I do. Dr. Erica, that should be in there. It might be two different kinds, one with the cord, one without the cord. So that should be in there. I can't wait to join the TikTok creator program, the TikTok shop. That's what y'all about, TikTok shop. Princess, thank you so much for being here. Yes. Princes. Is that it? Okay. Thank you so much. That mic isn't in your showcase. Thank you so much, Leanne. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, so it's not in there. I was thinking when I said it out loud, I was like, I think I took it out because it's sold out. So let me go back and look and I'll add it. I'll go back and see if it's not sold out anymore. So I think that's what happened. I should have checked for that before I came live. So I should have. I should check. So really quickly, you all, let me go here. I just want to show analytics. So it said, so it did give me 2 followers at some point. It said 53 views, 5 gifters, 2 followers. I made 5 cents for that live. I went live for 1 hour and 7 minutes and I made 5 cents. Let me share this with you all. My very first live in January of last year, I actually made like 7 cents. Okay. Now the Scale Live Rewards wasn't a thing back then. It was actually 50-50. So every time you went live, you made 50% of whatever you made or whatever you earned from that live. So it was a lot simpler. And so Scale Live Rewards rolled out, I want to say like in March, April. So then you had to kind of factor in these metrics, these missions each time you went live. So that changed the game. But just knowing you don't earn a lot in the beginning. It is a steady, consistent growth. It is based on how your live is performing, how people are supporting you. Kim, you had a great live today. Hey, everybody. I just looked over at the screen because I hadn't refreshed yet. You had a great live, friend. I just want to say that out loud. Um, so I didn't get a chance to get over there. I tend to make between $6 and $1.55. You said I did. $1.55 per live. And that's it. It will grow. How many? You said they blessed me. I know. I know. They was in the blessing business. I love that, friend, for you. Are you going live later tonight too, or is that just the one for today? Um, Original Aborigine, you did well today too. I'm just saying. Y'all doing y'all thing on this Monday. I love it. Um, Thank you so much, the Staff and Plug, for following. OMG, thank you so much, friend. I see the populars. I see the Daily Heartbeat. Thank you. My live gallery is full. Yes. Okay, yes, 8 p.m. That's awesome. I'm still making my way back after vacation, friend. That's awesome. Keep going. You got this. You got this. Um, I know it's like, oh my gosh. I went from, we talked about it. I was like, oh. I knew it was gonna drop, but okay. And I got a vacation that I'm doing. I'm gonna try to live stream though. I am gonna try to stay on and stay consistent. I got a vacation I'm doing in March, and I'm kind of nervous about it, but I am gonna keep showing up. So I'm gonna take some time. Obviously, I won't be doing two a day, but I probably will do like these pop-ups and stuff. Yes, TikTok put me in time. I know. But it's gonna get better. It didn't impact your total views. I know it seems like a dip, but you're still doing fairly well. So that's good. Um, okay, friends, real quick. I was gonna talk about this. I'm gonna show some other stuff you guys asked me to talk about. You said I am one frag away from C3. Okay, really quickly, my newbies in the room. Remember, I told you I didn't want to talk about leagues. That's what we're talking about here. So, my friend Original and Kim, they're talking about how they lead up. Now, these are people who are experienced live hosts. They've been going live for, I'm going to say, both of y'all hitting right at a year, aren't y'all? Both of you individually? When is your anniversaries? It got to be close to a year for both of you. And so they've been doing this for a minute. So they're very much in their niche. Their rooms have a nice viewership to their room, and they got engagement. I will be 1 year in April. Okay, I didn't realize it was April. Okay. I started last May. Okay, look at y'all. Okay, never mind. Never mind. They are consistent though. They are consistent live hosts. So definitely know that with consistency you see growth. Okay. And so just being intentional about what you're talking about, what you're sharing, and making sure you're communicating to on your page. Your content should mirror what you're talking about in your live stream too. Do they make more than 5 cents a live? Yes. I ain't counting their money, but they definitely make more than 5 or 50 cents a live. I think that's what you said. Yes. Yes. Yes, they do, friends. Both of them. They do, but they do pretty well. But their lives are very specific to their topics and what they're doing. You laughing at her? Yes. How you doing? Uh, I always want to say Laura, Flora. Is that it, Flora? Thank you so much for being your friend. Appreciate you. Really quickly, I was going to share this with you all. So, as you can see, it talks about the Scale Live Reward. It breaks it down. You can even see again. Let's see if it'll do it. Kind of show what you did, what your performance was, and then if you go back for the weekly missions and all that stuff. So all that is here. It's there for you again to look at. Okay, Scale Live Rewards, and then it speaks to, and I wanted to get to this part because you guys asked me earlier about the Live Academy. That's why I said I wanted to show you this. Okay, so here, gifters. So you can send these quick thank yous. My friends who are new to me, I must. Okay, yeah. So this is the message. This is my other page. So you can send them a quick little thank you for the gifts. And so I like this feature. You guys put me onto this feature. I didn't realize this was here for a minute. And so you can send people a quick little how you doing message, and then you can see the whole list of people. Be nice, TikTok. The screen never acts right. If you click that arrow, it's still not doing it. And so you can see some analytics of people who came into your room. You said those kind of creep me out. Oh, the little messages um, where the host gets people to give in order to get more followers. I missed something. It seems like the only rooms that are making a lot of money are engagement rooms. That's not true. Hmm. That's, I mean, those rooms are definitely a thing. They're definitely a thing. And they do fine. They do well. Um, those rooms, let's be honest about that whole concept. Those rooms are very transient. You're not going in those rooms and pulling up a seat and staying forever. The rooms that you really want are rooms that are people coming back and supporting, and you're cultivating a relationship. And so those people are having to deal with folks maybe coming one day and never seeing them again. And so you're not getting um, active fan club members time over time. Your numbers are kind of fluid in that way. Pure Intention is in an engagement room, and she does great. She does, yeah. And so there's rooms like that when I think about. I ain't seen my wellness girl. I messaged her. I'm trying to. I got to check on the child. But there's rooms where there's a lot of activity, a lot of engagement, and they do just fine. Yeah, you're working on them. You are doing whatever your topic is. You are engaging with your audience. People are there. They kind of understand how to engage back. Phenomenal. How you doing, friend? I see you coming in. And so this is where you can also see gifting and watch hours. There's people who came in and they watched me for a little bit. There was a whole lot of watching that happened in just that time. It'll show you the top, I think the top 100. Is that it? No, that was only 53. So there's a lot of people that came in and watched. And maybe they were listening. They probably only came in for a few minutes. And so this is the screen. The very last thing here is the academy, and it even gives you the couple things. It shows you campaigns you can join. Um, when you are new, it will actually even say how many days you need to continue to get your live going, like how many days left before you are able to have full live access. Okay, so you need to pay attention to that as well. Thank you all for connecting. I see you guys engaging. I see you all. Thank you for connecting one another. Thank you so much. Good evening, afternoon room, Mick May. How you doing, friend? Thank you for that level. Look at you. You didn't change your name. I like that. I like it. Because you threw me a little bit. I like that. I had to because we was butchering your name, wasn't we? He's like, y'all just say Mick. Oh, you got your first thread. Who thread your name? What? Oh no, that's horrible. What happened? And my name is so unique. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Oh, that's horrible, friend. But I like McMay. I like that. That's cute. Quality over quantity is just as important. It is Mrs. Treetop. Oh, say it again for the folks in the back. Quality over quantity. Absolutely. You need to have quality engagers. So I hate to hear that happened to you, McMay. Where do I find the information that I'm showing here? I have what I consider a small room between 1 and 9 to 12 and doing well depending on the week. Yes. So and I'll talk about engagement in a second. One of the things, and you guys know, we had Flourish came in. I'm gonna say her thing about sharing your life to your story and the same thing to your story. I think that might be something to pay attention to. I'm not sure if that's the thing. I think saying your live stream, what you're talking about, getting people to engage, all the things does matter. And I've always said that. I think being consistent with TikTok about what you're talking about, kind of reiterating that. Here I'm talking about live streaming tips. I'm helping you go live as a live host, and I'm giving content and information to folks on your live stream. So again, I'm gonna repeat myself, but I think that's important for the algorithm to know what's going on, for your viewers to know what's going on. But I think there's something to be said also about that bump when it comes to that you're going live, you shared it to your story, and I think that may have helped a little bit too. Thank you so much. 300 minutes watching my live, something you can use. I always got to check your numbers, friend. 336 followers. My friend came in. So has it been a whole week now? Something you can use. Let me know if it's been a whole week. She came in last week. I don't know if it's been a full week yet, and had less than 50, couldn't go live yet, and now she's grown. She's gotten over 300 and changed her name, got everything pulled together. You said yes. I see you, friend. Great work. Okay, I started doing that today. I need to be more consistent throughout the live. Good start so far. Yes. That's it. You're going to see the growth. It's been incremental. So I think that's something to be paying attention to. It doesn't happen overnight. I think there is something to be said. January, for me last year was similar. When I first started on January 1st, it took to about week 3. And so where we are now? We're not quite 2 weeks in yet. And I saw a little bump that happened after week 3. So we'll see. It might be same story this year too. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna stay at it, guys. I'm gonna try my best to. Academy. This is what I wanted to point to. So Academy, real quick. How do you interact with your viewers? So it gave me some tasks to complete. And if I click this, these short videos is what I was talking about. It kind of gives you these short videos and kind of tells you some tasks to do and as you watch the video. So this is where it can help you. Now this is here. After I ended this live, I was on that congratulations screen. It's here for me. So if I want to jump back in, I can do that. However, this is the congratulations screen. This is right after you end your live. This is telling you what's happening in that live stream. And you can essentially look at your live in a real way in terms of what type of analytics happen for that live stream. However, speaking of analytics, I didn't show you guys this. If you hit the arrow here, you can see some analytics too. I always want to kind of pay attention to these analytics for your stream. So this is giving you some information about who engaged in that live. It shows you some people to follow. This is my shop page, you all. So I'm just going to see, I followed you back, Unc. So we'll hit follow and then follow. Okay. So this page here tells you the comments that came through. That's important for you guys to see that. You said apparently I can't be in 2 at 1. I missed that comment. Thank you all for engaging. I appreciate you guys. If you don't mind sharing out the live, we'll get some more friends in the live. You guys sent me stickers. I see that. Thank you all. So you can see some stats about each person if you go deeper into those analytics. And then it kind of speaks to your like the likes, the views, the follows. It gives you your comments. Gives you some more information about your live stream. Okay, so you can look at that as well. This is after each and every live. You get this data for that live. And so you can have that information there for you as well. Let me know if I missed any comments, guys. Sometimes I might overlook a comment. So I thank you all for being here. Thank you all for the likes and shares. I appreciate it. Thank you for this. You're welcome. How are you, friend? Stacy, thank you so much for coming in. Thank you for that. Appreciate you, phenomenal. Appreciate the support, everybody. Thank you so much for the support. Can you only see that immediately after the live, or can you come back to it later? You can come back to it later. I think this screen though gives just a tad bit more information, the way it's positioned. It's just something about the way this layout is, because you can see like this little chart. I don't know if you get to that again. Yeah, so thank you so much, friends. I appreciate you grabbing that daily heart, me, Lynn. Thank you so much. Here is a, oh, let's see. That was the performance. So it gives you some stats here about your live that you can look at. And so it tells you how you perform a number of comments, 30%, 81%, 45% of similar. So I didn't perform great, y'all, on this live that I did 2 times. Like, girl, what was you doing? I am so scared to go live, Stacey. No, you could do it, friend. Let's drop some do it scared stickers, y'all. Let's do it scared for Stacey. Let's see if we can get her to go live. We'll talk about the nerves. I mean, obviously, you know, it is some nerves in the beginning, but I think as you do it, it gets better. Do it scared, friend. Thank you so much. You got this. You got this. Do it scared. Thank you for the populars. I appreciate you all. So you can do it. Go live. Yep, yes. Yes, you taking a leap. You're doing it tonight, Stacey. I saw, I mean, something you can use. Wait a minute. Taking the leap at 6 p.m. Central tonight. Look at you, friend. You got this. It is fun. It is fun, especially first day. Look at you, Dawn. Dawn, look at you coming in here talking about it's fun. First day. Carnivore, BSN student, social army. I see you, friend. Thank you so much for being here. Um, it is. You got to do what's scared you all though. It gets easier over time. It is some nerves. People will be it will be crickets in the beginning, but there are some things you can do to hopefully mitigate the crickets where you got a few people coming in to come by and support you. It's good to make friends in lives like this where maybe you got a little buddy you can go to and say, hey, come to my live. I'm going to talk about being new and we can talk together in the chat. You know, because when you're brand new, you don't get a chance to do guests and co hosts. But later you can. And you can go to that person's live and they can come to your live. So thank you for the roses. I did my first shoppable yesterday. How did it go? How did it go? What did you promote? What's your niche for shop? Leveling up helps. Yep, it does. Leveling up. You're talking about in terms of your blue box. Is that what you meant by leveling up? Or your because I see your not your league. Um, but yeah, definitely the blue box because you're engaging with other people. You're going to live. Yes, I like to offer co-hosted as a way for people to take the pressure off. Yes, skincare, no sales. That's okay. That's the beginning. It's okay. It's the beginning. I heard you have to spend money to level up. Um, what you mean by spend money to level up? To level up in gifting? Is that what you mean? Yeah, you're gonna level up as your blue box. You're spending money for that. Giving and engaging to level up. Yes. So yeah. So we're talking about the same thing. Yes. So when you um let me ask this. Okay, let me close this out. Are we good here? Let me show you one thing. So when I exit out of this, I'm going to talk about that blue box in a second. When I exit out of here, it comes to my page. It came to my page. I convert whatever sense I get from my lives to be able to give to others. Absolutely, Mick. That's actually what you do. Heart taps, conversation, and gifts. Yep. So here, TikTok Studio. When you go to TikTok Studio, you're coming over here to the live side. You're going to come scroll down. The analytics, you asked that question. Live analytics for your live stream that you just did. The one I just did is right here. So I can get to my analytics that way. Okay? That's where I can get. Now that congratulations page had more information. It was like nicely consolidated. But you can always get to your analytics through the live analytics section. Okay? And then here's some data about your top gifters that happened from that last live. Here's the campaigns. And then here is the tools and resources. Somebody asked me where was the Live Academy. When you click that tools and resources, you see all the screens here. You see, where is it at? Live. I think it's on the Live Center Hub. It used to be called Live Academy. Let's click it together. Is that it? That ain't it. Is it here? Oh, never mind. It's this here. Oh, my bad, my bad. I was like, where is it? It's underneath here. So tools and resources. It used to be in here, but now they put it here. Live Academy. So if you click here, there's your the videos and stuff. So you can see those videos. So you can kind of go through those. Okay. Advanced beginner courses, advanced courses. I have no idea how to send special stickers throughout live. I made some. Have them uploaded. Go in my comment. Mick, Mick, when you put a comment in, click that grayed out heart. Click the grayed out heart. You should see it. Okay. Okay. There you go, friend. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So okay. So are we good? Let's do this. So we're gonna stay on. I've been going live for an hour and 51 minutes. I am going to stay. I'm probably going to stay to, probably won't stay super long, super much longer. I'll probably stay another 15. If I do 15, maybe I'll do 30 at top. So that, yeah, at most, we'll see. I typically like try to round it out to a nice round number, but we'll see where the conversation takes us. I won't stay too much longer than that though. Okay. How easy is it right in my face the whole time? Yes, it's right there, Brady. Okay. Blue box. We just talked about this. I want to point this out because the blocks level, the blue box level, some of you guys don't have it. And it's based on the engagement in this room. So let me start over. Let me flip my screen too. I hate talking backwards. So Kim and Carnivore, there were a couple people talking about is based on your gifting, your engagement. Your engagement matters, okay? So your engagement matter. There are people in the room. My newbies, you guys are here. There's people who have the Lisa box next to their name, that Lisa badge, and they have a blue box. Some are purple, some are almost purple, box next to their name, and it has a number in it. Do me a favor. I'm going to talk about this real quick so you guys understand engagement does matter, and how you level up does matter. That engagement is important for when you go to a live. I tell you guys all the time, as you're engaging in these lives and connecting with people, if you go to these live rooms and go to these grow rooms, when you check my number, um, checking my number. Okay, I'm about to have the whole room check their number in a second too. I work hard to get my 19. I know you did, friend. So as you're engaging in these rooms, I jokingly say if you lay down with flea dogs, you wake up with fleas. Thank you, Charlie. So you got to know where you're going because these people are not going to necessarily be engagers. Those rooms, they're doing all that gifting, they're seeing, trying to get pinned, they're trying to get seen, they're trying to pick up new views, but they're not picking up quality engagers and people who are going to come to their room and support and engage back. So you got to be careful about what you're doing when you go out there in these streets. But you also got to kind of know what's happening. And some of this is because you're trying to grow in your league, and it does open up the ability for you to have a little bit more access when you think about it that way. You're kind of paying for the access. Okay, who you say who let the dogs out? You're paying for the access. You're paying for the access to maybe get TikTok shop early because you're trying to get no more numbers to get at least 1,000 followers or more so that you can unlock that feature. Or maybe you're trying to get a milestone like 5K or 10K or something like that. 10K allows you to do video gifts and people can send you video gifts. It allows you to be potentially eligible for the Creator Rewards program. You got to have enough video views to also get invited into that program. Again, when you're amassing followers, you're trying to get those people to become engaged viewers, viewers of your content, viewers of your live stream. All right. So the numbers matter. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the populars as well. Original, I saw you as well. Thank you so much, both of you. And so engagement matters. It matters to how people are viewing your live stream. Okay. So I just want to say that. So ways that people kind of measure you, and really quickly, TikTok is messy. I'm just going to say this. Thank you for that, Daily Heart Me, because that badge number is visible for all of us to see. Okay? So we know when we see Kim has a level 27, we know what she been doing on this app. Okay? I'm about to be 18 more to get to, oh my gosh. See you. Yes, it's messy. You're 19. People know how you engage. People see that. Okay? When you don't have a badge, surely is. It is. It is. When you don't have a badge and you don't have that, I'm gonna be honest with you. Some people don't mess with you. I can take time. It can take time too, right? Yeah, it takes time. You put in the work, Mrs. Treetop. Drop your stats. She's 32. I'm 30. So exactly, it takes time. Okay, you said that's true. Okay, and so I don't want you guys to be offended. I'm very transparent with you all. I don't want you to be offended if you get into a live and people ignore you and people really don't engage back, or people are like dismissing you because they see how you roll and you're just coming into a room just to get follows and information, but you're not engaging. Yes, time and money. Time and money. Yes, money is money, money before time. Let me say that. Money before time. So we got to say money in time. Okay. So, I mean, it's just something you got to be aware of. You said, right. Um, so it's something you want to be aware of. Again, I just walked you through the Scale Live rewards. TikTok is very transparent. You said, right, money and time. Money with a capital M. um, the blue boxes across TikTok, right? Yes. Not just the gifting level in the room you are currently in. It's, yes, it's across all lives. It's just for the live side. Let me be clear about that. It's not showing the engagement on the content side. It's just for the live streams that you're going to. So the blue box is just for the live side and how you are engaging. The orange Lisa box or whoever room you're in, it'll be whatever they have for their room name, is for that particular live. And you have a gifting level and engagement level for that live, for that room as well, based on your fan club engagement. So those are two separate ways of people seeing you engage. And so let me be clear in terms of how transparent and something you want to be aware of. The Lisa box is for my live. So if you don't have a Lisa box, thank you so much, something I appreciate your friend. If you don't have one, or if you go to somebody's room and you haven't grabbed their daily heart meter, you don't have their box, but maybe you have a blue box. People sometimes side eye that. They're like, oh, okay, you came in, that's great. But you're not becoming a part of my fan club. And I just showed you in the Scale Live rewards. That's part of a person's monetization. So some people are very clear about, until you engage with my room and supporting my room, maybe you don't come up in my panel boxes because you're not a level in, you're not an engager and you're not at a certain level in my room because you never got this. But maybe you don't come into my panel boxes, or maybe if you ask a question, I might answer one question, but I'm not going to answer all 10 of your questions. You know, people do that type of stuff. I don't do that, y'all. I ain't messy like that. Uh, Now I do teach that way because I mean sometimes this is your room. Congratulations, friend, on level 7. I see you something you can use. But you know, I say that because as you go live and you grow your room and your community, understand how you want people to engage in your live. Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. You level up to 7. Thank you so much, Miss A Hunter. And so just kind of think about this. This is all like, okay, now I'm taking you from viewer to the live host side. So the live host perspective, you should be paying attention to all this because I just showed you how it all relates to how you monetize on that. All of it is interconnected. Again, last year this time it wasn't. TikTok was like, hey, you go live, you whatever you earn is good for you. You make 50%, and so you had people when they switched to Scale Live Rewards. You had people being real shady. I'm just saying, really shady. Like you couldn't come in their room unless you was an engager. They were doing really shady things. Hey Nella, thank you so much for that daily heart me, and being very rude and dismissive too because they felt like people were just taking and not giving. And so that was a big piece of it too. So you just got to just know the room, know the etiquette, know what to expect, know why that's happening too. And you can make decisions on how you want to engage. I don't tell people how to act. I don't tell you what to do. I just tell you the information and you do with it what you choose to do with it. But just understand that everything here is all connected. Okay? So thank you so much for that daily. Harmony, Disaster Drama Queen. How you doing, friend? Really quickly, blue box. Do me a favor. Put in the chat blue, the word blue. And I want you to do this because I want you to look at your blue box level. So we're going to talk about this. So put the word blue. You need to click your photo. Thank you so much. You always. So when I told you, when you are live as a live host, as a viewer, you are always checking that blue box. You're checking what level of engagement you are. So live host, you're going to check your house. You're going to look at your analytics, the Scale Live rewards. Viewers, you should be checking your blue box level because you might be leveling up, or the room level that you're in to see how you're performing. So blue, you put the word blue. Now I need you to click your photo. So find your name, find your photo where you got blue at. Click your photo, your mini profile pops up. When you click your mini profile, that mini profile pops up. Click your level, the LV I want you to click that. A blue screen is going to pop up. So LV13, LV24, LV11, LV8, LV27. I want you to click your level, whatever your level is. It might be LV0, whatever your level is. Click that level. The blue screen pops up. At the top, it tells you what level you're at, what your number represents. Okay, they're based on different what do you call it, blocks, like 0 to 10, 10 to 10 to 19. I think that's it. 0 to 9, 10 to 19, 19, 20 to 29. So it's based on those levels. And in those levels, you're getting certain shades of blue. The blues turn all the way to purple. So ultimately, those people in 30 plus above are turning purple. That's how the shades change. So the first block is like a lighter blue, and then it gets into a regular blue, and then it gets into a royal blue. And so you'll see the shades of blue change. So the blue box tells you points. They're telling you points. Those numbers represent points that you've got right under your level of engagement. I'm sorry, your diamond or your star that you have, the symbol rather. Under that is a number. The first set of numbers is, oh, so the blue is your overall, and the orange is the current live host level. Yes. Oh wow, Donna said, oh wow. Donna, you didn't know all that. Oh, it's a, oh Lord, I don't want y'all to start. Oh Lord, I don't need to see mine. I think mine is like 100K less to get to the next level too. Oh gosh. So the first set of numbers is the numbers points that you've collected overall. Okay, those are the points that you collected overall. Then there's a / symbol, and it tells you the number of points that you need, the total amount of points that you need to get to the next level. So if you're level 18 to get to 19, you need this block of numbers, this set of numbers that you're striving for. And then there's this number that says show your experience points or engagement points. That is the difference. It's the difference between what you got and what you need. That is the number that you're striving for. Okay? So you're trying to reduce that number down. You're slowly hacking away at that number so that you can level up and get to your next level. Okay? So that's essentially what you're doing. Is you are in these TikTok streets. You are collecting points for your engagement. I told you everything you do is tracked. Okay? This app is fascinating. And so as you do this, you're being intentional about your engagement. So I tell you, as a viewer, you want to check for that. Because as you're gifting, and this is where the budget comes in, my budget people, my Lisa Baileys, my Janines of the world, the people who are in the agency that talk about finance, Mrs. Treetop, people who will talk about this. It's important for you to pay attention to this number when you're in the app. Because now it's like, okay, how am I going to chip away at that number that they want me to chip away at? How am I going to strategically gift and engage in a way that I am not breaking the bank, first of all, or I'm operating within my budget, and then you can determine what exactly do you need to do and how long you want to take to do it. Okay. So to the level, so the level up is your engagement. Yeah, yeah. Are you leveling up? It's an indicator of your engagement. Mm-hmm. From a gifting perspective. Yeah. So as you look at that number, you can say, oh, you say yes. Yeah. So as you look at that number, for me, I'm like, oh, I gotta get 100. Let me see, is it 100, y'all? Lord, is it 100? I think it is 100K. 100K. It ain't just 100. It's like 100K. Let's see what it says. Showcase your gifter level. Let's see what it says. Points. Okay, I'm under 100K, barely under 100K. Barely. And so, yeah. So that, and I'm in these streets a lot. I'm gifting a lot. Everything I get, I do put it right back into the universe in terms of how I support people. Thanks for the understanding. You're welcome, friend. And so, you have, oh, I do have 100. Oh, that's what you were talking about, the likes earlier. 117K likes. I do. Thank you all for liking the live. I appreciate the support. Erica, thank you for joining me. You said me too. So as you think about how you're going to engage, you might say, well, you know what? I'm going to this live. I'm going to that live. I'm going to put this much on my account to begin with. This is people who don't go live because you're using your own money. Here's a pro tip. I just told you I put my money back in the universe. TikTok allows you to exchange the gifts that you get, and then you can put it back. And so theoretically, you should be taking some out for yourself. Honestly, I don't do that because of the agency. I'm trying to make sure my creators are getting support too. So I stay in within my budget. Yeah, that's it. And so you can decide what that looks like. You might decide, like, you know what? I'm gonna be on the app for the next couple of days. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get my daily heart me. That's one coin. I may send some roses. I'll send some other little cute 1 cent gifts. I'm not gonna operate outside of, sending my gifts and sending things throughout the live. Maybe I'll operate on like $1 budget or $2 budget. Something like that as I go to different rooms, and I'm going to support that way. Or maybe I might go into the gift gallery. I want to put my name in the gift gallery, so I might send some roses and become the title gift of roses or something like that. So people do stuff like that so that, again, they're being strategic, they're being intentional. But you might say right here, I'm not going to mess with Doc's gift, her live goal, but I will do something else. So again, it's about how do you slowly chip away on that number, okay? Good tip. I need to slow down with the gifting. Well, you budget yourself. You budget yourself, and then some of it is going to be some self regulation. You're going to have to figure that out, what that means too. Oh, I like that you can regift to others. Yeah, you can exchange. That's what it's called. You can exchange your coins. I'm not going to lie. I need to set up a proper budget. Laugh out loud because I be getting too into the lives. So pro tip, let me say this. If you have a live, and I don't have my boxes up open right now, if you have a live that you like to go to, and some of the lives are based on multi-guest, being a guest in somebody's panels, that's another way where you can send some gifts to people in the panels, and then you can also get in the panels too, and people send gifts to the panels. So as a guest, you also can get gifted, and then you can then exchange those gifts to support you when you are gifting. Okay? Again, it should go back in the universe. But that's a way to do it too. So I'm just saying, y'all ain't heard that from me. I say stuff like that all the time. So you guys have to think about strategically. And so if you're a person who's like, I don't want to go live, I'm scared of going live, there's other ways you can go live. You can be in people's boxes. Now you don't get credit for that. You're just a viewer. But that is a way you can engage, and you have to be willing to support as much as you're giving support. People supporting you. Okay? So it goes both ways. Okay? People fight over the rose title all the time in my room. I know they do. I know. And you're about to go to B soon. Ooh. That B gallery is hard on a girl. Absolutely. Yes, ma'am. Yep. Got it. Yep. Who, what, huh? But again, that's what people do in these streets. And then there's people, let me say this. Y'all about to tell me, I'm gonna tell all the secrets. Box battles. So as you're really becoming popular in your presence as a viewer, and you're starting to gift and starting to support others, you could potentially, thank you so much for the shares, just person my first coin bundle. Look at you, friend. He said, I love that. I know only when TikTok says so. Thank you so much, Polly, for the shares. I appreciate the support. Thank you all for coming in. I'm gonna stay just a little wee bit longer. We'll see. You said I'm a wife, mother, grandmother. I'm a family-oriented person. I'm the best you want on your side. I provide quality engagement, and I'm super supportive. Look at there. Come in sharing that live out. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate you. Thank you for the roses. We love you, Doc Lisa. Spill the tea. Well, I was about to say the box battles. People will do that as a way that they're trying to grow their room. You said, who was that? Y'all say y'all need to know who in the room, huh? See? No, that was Polly. Polly was sharing the live. That's who I was just reading. Polly was sharing the live. Thank you so much, Polly. Polly P. 1983. So yes, you say you're very welcome. Thank you, friend. Polly sounds amazing. Yeah, Polly's bio was right on time. Thank you so much, friend. Thank you all for sharing the live. We're gonna, like I said, I'm gonna get off pretty soon. TikTok, you heard me. I'm about to end the live soon, but I am gonna end the live soon. Provide quality engagement and support. Thank you so much, Polly. I appreciate that. I was saying that because TikTok, usually when you say that, TikTok like pushes your live stream out to more people, and they come in their room as a way to signal like, don't leave yet, don't leave. um, but no, here's what I was gonna say. When you do those box battles, that is another way, because you are essentially trying to, the strategy, just really quickly, is the strategy as a live host is that you're bringing people into your room to engage in your live stream. The beauty of that is that they, as part of the box battle concept, is that they're going to share the live out and promote your event to their community, because they want their community, their community, to come and support them in the boxes. And so again, that's another gifting engagement strategy. It gets more views for the live host. It gets more engagement from people in the room sending gifting. Live hosts who host those type of events can get a share of the gifting that happens from those events too. So you can always turn that feature on as you see fit. Hey, Nika Grace, how are you, friend? Turn it on or off. Good information. You're so welcome. TikTok, be paying attention to everything. Yes, yes. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. I appreciate your friend. So yes, so yeah, just definitely pay attention. Thank you for the roses. I see you, friend. So just be mindful. People are paying attention, and they are making judgment and assumptions about people because of it. You know, whether you're a viewer making judgment and assumptions, or a guest in the boxes doing it, or the live host. So it's happening all the time. So your engagement matters, and the way people do things, ultimately, it's up to you. You know, you can't force somebody to engage back with you. You can't force somebody to reciprocate. You can't. Now, it's up to you in terms of how you want to be perceived and how you want to grow your community and feel support. And so it's going to be up to you to show some of that in terms of how it in terms of how you want to grow. You might have a slow operating growth, very intentional, or you might decide to just put a lot out there, and when it's time for you to go live and do what you need to do, maybe you just have to say hello and people come running because of what you put out in the universe. Okay, so that's how it works. Woohoo, level 10, because it's just amazing advice. Oh, appreciate your friend. Level 10, you are growing. I love it. And level 7 in the room, moving up in the world, up in Dr. Lisa's room. Appreciate you, friend. How you doing, Margaret? Thank you so much for being here. Good evening, friend. Thank you so much. People definitely treat you away in rooms. They do. You got to be careful. Got to be careful about who you go to and who you spend time and energy around. You know what I'm saying? Certain people are not not necessarily um, have the best intentions. Okay, I get lots of engagement in my room. People submit their jokes to me to read. Oh, but very little gift, and really, then you need to think, Uncle, about your strategy. You might kind of revisit, sharing information about your live goal. Your live goal, you can change the verbiage there. You can set it up where and you can do viewer wishes. Oh, that's another one. Let me show you viewer wishes real quick. Viewer wishes might be a good one to use. You can't do it if you have panel boxes. So if your room requires that you have panel boxes open, or you have guest up or co-hosting, then you can't do what I'm about to show you. But that could be a good way, because you might have little things, that type of jokes that people get because they gifted a certain way. That could be a great way to do it. And you just have to be strategic about what you put up there. Some rooms are so rude. I know, be careful. My room, I try to make safe and encouraging. I love it. Yes, period. I love that. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna run. Oh, you're running now. I see you, Coach Jesse. Thank you so much, friend. Oh, you say I'm run from those rooms. Yes, definitely run. I learned yesterday that you should tell them, hey, if I make you laugh, send me a rose or something. You got to be careful. Yeah, you don't want to get in trouble with making people do stuff, but that could be a way you can say that in the viewer wishes. But you just got to be careful about how you manipulate or something like that. You know, you could make it part of your about me, like here to share jokes and fun. If you find this funny, support the live room, something like that. Yeah, so gotta uplift each other. Yes, you do. Oh, never mind then. Oh, What are viewer wishes? Okay, let me show you. I'm about to show you. Laugh out loud. Here, let's see. Let's see. Viewer wishes. I click the three dots in the lower right corner as a live host. There's a button in the top panel. It's called viewer wishes. So I'm just going to click and start it, but you can change the templates. You can change out the gifting. You can change out the verbiage and the words you have in here. There's an edit button, but this is viewer wishes. Oh, one of my gifts weren't available. Hold on. It said the select gift wasn't available. Hold on. Let me see. Okay. I had to change that gift. Um, okay. Hold on. Hold on. I don't know. No, no, wait a minute. Why does it want me to do that? I'm just gonna put that. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Okay. There it is. I had to change the verbiage. It actually gives you suggested verbiage. So it said heart gesture. I was like, oh, okay, I'll do that. The finger heart, or I could do this. So um, he said so quiet. Yeah, I had to think. I was like, what is it asking me? TikTok, get it together. So I couldn't pay attention to I like your room. It's calm. Your tone is set. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate that. People say that all the time, so I really do appreciate that. So, viewer wishes. You could change this timer. So, Uncle, you could change this timer to be 30 minutes if you want. Totally up to you. And people can send, you can change the verbiage here. It says, say hi, heart gesture, wave, creative choice. I don't know. I don't know. I'll do the heart gesture again. But just recognize that you could set gifts for people. Oh, I like that. Yeah. And so you can set recommended gifts that you want for your room. And as people are engaging, does that come in the settings area? It's in the three dots, and you can, before you go live, it's not in settings. Three dots for more. While you're in the live, you can set it, but before you go live, it's under their interact. There's a little interact button, and it'll say viewer wishes. Viewer wishes. Okay. I've seen it in rooms. Yep. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. Agreed. This is definitely a safe space. Happy I found you. Oh, I appreciate that. Something you can use. So this is where people who, and then it restarts, as you can tell. And like I said, you can go in, you can edit, you can change it so that it is not constantly resetting. Okay. Thank you so much, Anna. I appreciate it. Um, there is a practice mode for viewer wishes. Oh, you said practice mode for your live stream. Yes. It'll last for like a minute, and then you have to actually click. It'll be a message that says go live or continue to practice. You can press continue to practice. And then I think it just kind of stays indefinitely until you change it. Thank you so much. I had not been looking up my tea. So yeah, so it just depends on what you're doing. So again, people can engage that way. So that may be a way to start it and say, hey guys, got a couple things up here, depending on what you guys do. Go ahead and send what type of jokes you want me to read, and that could be a way to do it. Okay. And then you just click it, and you can click it and then take it off. End it. There you go. Okay. So that is viewer wishes. Do you schedule your lives every day? Yes, I do a live event. So it's something that I can add to my post and my story. It is something I can also promote when I add content. You can when you post on your page, you can add a link that says live event, and then I can add it that way. I can share it out. So yeah, I do one every single day before I go live. Every time before I go live, that's how I actually start the live. I go through the live event because I started. I've been trying to do it a little bit more in advance lately, like the night before. Like tomorrow's live events are already out there. I was good. I don't know why I did that. Actually, I messed up because I think I picked the 13th by accident, which is tomorrow. And so I was like, well, I might as well just do the one for the 4 o'clock too, because I didn't done the 10 o'clock. But yeah, oh, that's a good idea. Yep. So every day I come through my live event. That's how I start my live. That's what made me ask because I see the live event. Yeah. Hey, how you doing? Faithful is she. Thank you so much for coming back. Friend, I'm about to get off. I'm about to go. I'll stay on another 9 minutes because I'm gonna take this to 2 hours and 30 minutes because I went now I'm on the other side of this. So Nika Grace, are you still here? I did Scale Live Rewards, friend. When I come to your live, you went live during the times I could not get to you. And so um when I go live, I was gonna make you look at your Scale Live Rewards because I broke it down today. I spent a lot of time on Scale Live Rewards. But so I want you guys to look at your data, look at your analytics. Do not start a live, or I'm sorry, do not end a live without looking at your analytics. And so I'm looking at the agency side. I didn't talk about the agency. I guess I should talk about that in this last 10 minutes. I've been so bad about talking about it, y'all, for a couple reasons, and I'll unpack that in a second. But Scale Live Rewards, you want to look at your analytics. I just flipped my screen, so I've been going live for 2 hours and 23 minutes. Had some decent amount of views, 885, so that's pretty good in terms of the way it's been pushed out. At least today, the last couple of days has been pretty decent. So far, I had 17 followers and then 66 gifting. So it's really important to look at your analytics. Okay. Dang it. I'm okay. I'm working today. That's okay. I'll be back at 10 in the morning. I'll be back on my schedule. I'm gonna be here. Um, the agency. I guess I haven't been talking about it as much, and I need to. I think it's important that you let your algorithm know what your topic is about, and I wanted the algorithm to understand I talk about live streaming tips because I have been also talking about the agency. I think some of my behaviors might have been confusing. So keep that in mind. You want to be able to say, here's what I'm talking about, here's what I'm doing. Try to be as consistent as possible in what you're saying, especially when it comes to your niche, and let the algorithm understand that that is the topic at hand. Okay? And so I've been a little bit intentional about that, trying to make sure that I'm speaking to live streaming tips. Okay? That's what I always kind of talk about. But why I said it's been confusing because I usually will have this board up too. This is a board that I've used before too. And so when I was talking about this and I would start my live with this board that talks about the free Creator Network agency and how to join the agency, that's not the whole conversation. That's just the little snippet of it. So I think it's important that you educate your community, educate the algorithm to understand what exactly is your live about. And if you have multiple topics, I would say start off strong with the topic that you're truly trying to talk about. Okay? And the topic for me was live streaming. That's what I talk about. And then if you want to join the agency, it is a free program. We talked about the Scale Live Rewards. If you plan on going live, you've got to be live already. If you are not a live host, if you're not going live, just know that you won't be eligible to join until you go live. When the room is hopping, I am mostly reading viewer submission jokes. Gotta go get ready for my live. Okay, friend. Take care, friend. Good to see you. Thank you for hanging out with me today. Appreciate you being here. Who else is going live? Put that in the chat for us. Who else is going live? If you are going live, put it in the chat as well so we know who you are and what you're about. Okay. Put your time zone, and topic. Me, 6 p.m. Central. That's Coach Chessie. um, Thank you for connecting, friend. Wednesday, I'm going live. All right, friend. Is that your first one, or let me know? I'm going live at 6 p.m. Central as well. You going live as well? Awesome. Definitely share your live when you get ready to go. So if I can pop in, I'll try to pop in. Relationship mindset at 8 p.m. Eastern. Yes, intro and FAQ. For what? What's the intro and FAQ for? What does that mean? Tell me more. You said fifth time. Okay, fifth time. Nice, nice. So you have a schedule that you go weekly? What are you doing? Live Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Pacific time. Nice. Uncle jokes. Uncle jokes are different from dad jokes. Uncle jokes might be a little interesting. They're a little provocative jokes. I'm trying to think of the right word. What is an uncle joke? Uncle jokes is hilarious. Dad jokes are usually the little corny, funny joke. I mean, the little corny jokes. Uncle jokes and dad jokes without the commitment. Oh, whatever. Okay. You don't have you don't have a kid, huh? That's why I said I think the uncle jokes might be a little bit more scandalous. Introducing what the space is about and answering any questions, if any. Okay, okay, nice, nice. Molly, thank you for joining. That's an interesting name. How you doing, friend? Um, you said I try to go live every day, 9:30 p.m. AST. What is AST? I haven't developed a niche, just talk to other folks. Where is AST? Um, that have that have turned into a community. Oh, really? What time zone? Where is that? Is that in the U.S.? Where's that at? Maybe was that a typo? Maybe that was EST. Oh, Atlanta. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Where's that? Like, I'm like, where is that? PST, Mountain Time, Central Time, Eastern Time, 1 hour ahead of Florida. Oh, so it's like Central Time, 1 hour ahead. Oh, you're in the Caribbean. What flags are those? Wait a minute. You're not in the U.S. Yeah, I'm in Florida. You know I'm in Florida. Safe space, motivation, real talk. Like, comment. Where are you at? You said 1 hour ahead of Florida. You must be in yeah, you said the Atlantic. You did say the Atlantic. Good evening. How you doing? Virgin Islands and Trinidad. Okay, okay, look at you. I was like, wait a minute. All right, I had no clue. You just learned me. You just learned me on that one. It is 7:41 right now. Okay, you just totally learned me. I love the Virgin Islands too. I've been to Saint Croix and Saint Thomas. So yes. Awesome. Haven't been to Trinidad before. I never heard of that time zone either. Wow. Yes, I seriously. And I've gone to many Caribbean islands and I guess I guess I didn't know it was AST. Was I in AST? I must have been, huh? Had no clue. Lord, oh Lord. I'm embarrassed about that one. Like, oh my gosh. I have family on both islands. You said I'm from St. Thomas. Nice, nice. Well, welcome to the room, friend. Appreciate you being here. Love that. All right. So I am gonna get off. The agency. You know what? I'll talk about it tomorrow. If y'all come back, I'll talk about it tomorrow because I do need to get off because I've been on for a minute. My stomach growling. You said 3 or more today. Thank you so much, Amber. I appreciate you coming through. Thank you for joining. Let me know. Train for look at your friend. We gonna talk about engagement tomorrow. Come back. I have a whole spiel about that because when you come to somebody's live, we not a grow room, so you got to kind of know the room, but at the same time you got to make sure. I told you guys, laying down with dogs, waking up with fleas, you got to make sure you got the right people you're picking up. So you want to make sure those people is people who will help you grow. That's the whole point. He said, what time? I go live daily, 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern. Live daily. Thanks. You're welcome. You're welcome. So we'll talk about a lot more about engagement because I want you guys to understand how to engage. And we go to those big rooms, those engagement rooms, and we pick up some of those bad habits. I'm just saying. Thank you so much. Good night, doctor. Good night, friend. So you don't want to pick up bad habits. So we talk about the things you do in other rooms that you don't want to necessarily do in those rooms, that you don't want to do because you went to those rooms first. They got some bad habits. But when you go there, you don't stay long. You go there for a purpose. Be very intentional about why you're going. And when you go to other rooms, you try to forget some of the behaviors that you learned there. Because that there was a reason why you went there. Always got to read the room. You always got to read the room. You do. Absolutely. You absolutely do. So let me know if there's any final questions. We hit 2 hours and 30 minutes. I am about to jump off. I want you to claim any points up here. These are points for engaging as a fan club member. That's how you level up in a room. So if you spent time doing the commenting and liking a live and what else is in there? If you sent your daily heart me, if you haven't sent your daily heart me, get that. All the engagement, any gifting you did, claim your points for that so you can level up in a room. I was in Bass Service area going live tonight at 9:30 Pacific. Okay, 9:30 tonight. Okay, that's late for me? Oh Lord, that's 12:30. I'm usually in bed by then because I had to put my little guy to bed too. But yes, I appreciate you all being here. Let me know if there's any questions. Definitely, if I get a chance, I'll pop in. I'll have to be honest with you guys. I usually spend most of my time popping around to people in the agency, especially because I want to make sure they feel support. I got some newbies. I try to go visit them. I try to stay in relationship with my, um, you know, creators that are growing and building. I want to support. So again, I try to spend time there. So, but I do try to go to other rooms too. So there, every now and then I'll get a chance to bounce around and stuff. So I want to make sure people feel supported too. Because I'm an agency, let me just say this caveat. Because I'm an agency, I try not to go to rooms that have an agency already because I don't want the perception that I'm trying to poach or coach anybody. So that's the thing you have to be careful with. So that kind of changes my dynamics about being able to bounce around too much because I got to be, be above board. And I don't want people to be like, oh, she trying to coach, trying to poach my person. I don't want that. I don't want that smoke. I don't need that. So, or that drama. All right. So just kind of know that's kind of how I move a little bit, but just being considerate. Um, Thank you so much. All right, Ashley, thank you so much for being here. You want to definitely make sure you focus on engagement, friend. All right, let me let y'all go. I appreciate your Mama Bird, appreciate your friend, um, and appreciate everybody coming through. All right, take care, everybody. Thank you so much. I will see you guys tomorrow at 10 a.m. in the morning. All right. All right. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Lord, TikTok, I want me out of here. All right, friends. Thank you so much. I appreciate everybody staying with me for so long. I will be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. And so make sure you come back and engage. See you later. Bye bye.